How?
How did this happen?
Oh yeah. Well, I already told you how this is happening. By the way, for those of you who weren't there, my luck is a very much a high and low constant like roller coaster. Yeah, if you can't tell with the events of me having 1, 2 sweepstakes, getting good rolls,
Yes.
3 natural 20s, we're currently in a high of luck right now.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling good
Also,
about
by the
things.
way, Matt, I don't quite know if this is something you'd want to know per se, but I actually did the maths on that final hit and what the chances were of it insta-killing you. And he needed to roll like a 17 on 2d8 plus 2d6. And I did the maths, and that came out to be literally 50-50 odds.
They
Yeah. So
I
it
mean,
was unlucky.
I feel like if any were to go out, that it should have been the way she went out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, it was definitely a good end.
I'm just glad Katie managed to somehow survive the. Yeah, Katie managed to somehow survive the like onslaught of guards because I would have wanted to just say, okay, no, you're not playing the final session because you died just before it.
That would have been
I mean, she
unfortunate.
does have the highest hit dice out of all of us.
That is true. Where do Rangers? Do
Rangers get D10.
Oh, I never knew that. I thought it was D8. So
That just reminds me of a D&D TikTok I saw where it was a barbarian shrugging off 36 damage, ranger shrugging off 26 damage, rogue shrugging off 13 damage, wizard screaming at 5 damage.
What kind of tank wizard can live through 5 damage?
One that's gone past level 2.
Guess, but a wizard.
me playing a wizard with six with a hit dice of 6 and a -4 to con.
Kind of like that sick kid in Pokemon.
Wally?
Yeah, Wally.
Wally was such a bad rival. Like you just feel bad beating him up.
Says you, dude. Easy wins.
Like I liked Gary because just crushing him felt so good.
I actually had an idea for a sort of alternate region in Pokemon that kind of makes fun of the formulaic nature of the games. And at the point when you're about to fight the title legendary, you can choose to either side with the you either go along with it as if it were a normal Pokemon story or side with the evil team.
You know, funny thing is, I actually as like a project in school at some point, I was going to try and make a ROM pack of Pokemon, and I actually started learning the like necessary languages to do so, but then the school said they couldn't approve the project because it was like copyrighted material, and I had the exact same thing planned.
Oh wow. Yeah, my idea was that if you went along with the normal Pokemon routes, the rival would behave like the modern rival, the like cheery.
Yeah.
But when you side with the evil team, the rival turns into Silver.
Right. Oh, I think mine was significantly more edgy than yours. If you in my one, if you sided with the evil team, they killed your rival.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, the thing is, the evil team in my thing is actually not evil at all.
I see.
It's like Team Plasma, but with their hearts in the right place.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
like they
in mine it was actually going to just be evil.
right.
And like the four, it was kind of gyms 1 to 4 would always go by as normal, and then after like gym 6, which is when the choice would happen, you could like instead of doing the last 2 gyms, you could do like trials, which the team had set up for you, which were kind of the equivalent.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to try and find the like script for that at some point because I feel like I could adapt it into something. Like I could make it into. I found a guy in the D&D society here who
Part of me,
actually.
yeah, if I can make like one slight criticism, I do feel like it's a bit of a sudden swerve to do it at the 6th gym.
That's true.
Personally,
I think it would
I
have
would
had
have,
build up.
yeah, yeah, but Well, either you'd have to have more choices around the beginning and middle of the game, or
Yeah, that's true.
the entire game is just you joining, you being a new recruit and slowly working your way up until you become
That's
admin,
true. Yeah,
possibly even becoming the leader's successor.
yeah. But yeah, I had like gym battles and like trials and stuff planned out.
Yeah, I had I had the idea of like the Pika clone of that region. Chupaki is a was essentially a synthetic created specifically to mimic Pikachu.
Right.
But if it actually participates in battle, it has an increasingly high chance every time it levels up to evolve into Choop, which is just a mound of goop.
Right.
I the name Tube.
Yeah, it's meant to be more horrifying in context, but
Yeah.
It
I
just sounds
think
like a
yeah,
really
but yeah,
flat
I've
Pikachu.
yeah, I was saying I met someone at the in the tabletop society who has actually been working on his own like homebrew system for like Pokemon D&D, which I thought was cool. So I'm playing a one shot of that next Sunday, and if it goes well, I might steal the system, try and run something in it.
huh? Is it? Yeah, just a question. Is that you play as the Pokemon or as the trainers?
You play as the Pokemon, I believe, but I'm fairly sure it couldn't be too hard to adapt, I don't think.
That'd be fun to play.
Yeah, I mean, I've played Pokemon campaigns before, but they were like there wasn't really a system. They were just complete freeform. Like you'd have a DM to make sure the stuff you're doing wasn't completely ridiculous. But I'm pretty sure they literally just said like, oh yeah, as for your like combat abilities, just do anything you think makes sense.
Oh, that's a dangerous. That's a
Yes.
dangerous.
Yeah, that doesn't usually go well.
Yeah, I think it went fine with that group because everyone kind of knew their limits and people didn't really care about winning fights. They more care, and also it was that there were not many fights. Like I tend to think of most of my campaigns as fairly low combat, but even those are nothing like this one.
Hmm.
This campaign, I think, had maybe two or three actual battles throughout the whole thing.
Wow, roleplay
Yeah,
heavy.
very much. Yeah, and it was really good roleplay as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think Tom and Matt, you were both around when I had Litwick as my profile picture. That was the
Yeah.
Litwick from that campaign.
The first time I met you, you still had Arcanine as your profile picture.
Oh, wow, that's old
Yeah,
school.
that was way before that was way before D&D was even an idea with us.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah, the
meanwhile,
Arcanine profile picture is ages ago.
and meanwhile, I first met Tom when he had Shulk as his profile picture.
Yeah.
In fact,
Actually,
Tom,
actually, I think I first
Tom,
met. I
Tom,
think I
you do,
first met
Tom,
you in the.
you do change profile pictures more frequently than most people I know.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I get my demo reel finished, I'm gonna have a permanent one
Right, yeah.
whenever that happens.
Yeah. I'm I might be changing mine relatively soon. Just well, not soon, but there's one character I have who I really want to get out of. So as soon as budget like remotely allows for that, I'll do that. I'll do so.
All right, I'm probably gonna change mine back to my channel logo as well. So,
Hmm.
um, although speaking of
This-
commissions, we should get any drawn.
oh yeah, that would be just yeah memorial.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
How much longer should we wait for Nye?
Uh, I guess I mean we could wait like 5 more minutes. Personally, I don't have anywhere to be tonight, so.
Alrighty.
By the way,
Yeah.
after D&D,
Yep.
we should definitely continue Wildermyth.
Oh yeah.
Right, or
I
even
I finished. I
I've got
finished.
some stuff to do actually, so I'm not sure that's a good idea to do on my end.
Aw.
But yeah, I finished. I finished the first World Myth campaign with the guy I'm playing it with, and it was great.
I still haven't been able to get hardly anywhere because I've been playing it with other people. And let
Yeah.
me tell you, some people's decisions are rather interesting. I've one group I played with, they failed the tutorial.
Wow.
Wait, like, as
Okay.
in which part? So,
The combat at
oh,
the very
okay.
beginning, the fighter
The like
wouldn't
fight against the
attack,
wall.
and the wolf thing just chased down the ranger and killed them.
Wow.
And of
Right.
course, I had to sit there and watch this unfold. I was like, oh, this is rough to watch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
I've always said like don't make pacifist characters in D&D, and I feel like that applies here as well.
Uh, See, you can do like characters that don't want to kill in D&D.
Yeah, but you can't do characters who don't want to fight.
Mhm.
Why? So I think we can talk this through and come to a common solution. Why are you trying to rob me?
There is one thing
Mm.
that I'm pretty sure would disagree with you. Let me find it here. There's a certain Bard college.
Mm.
If I'm not saying it was Eloquence,
Right,
where their whole thing is basically talk it down, avoid the fight.
right.
I mean, to be fair with most bards, their words speak louder than their
Mm.
actions. Hit harder
Yeah,
too.
speaking of bars, Jonathan Young's just put his new song out.
Oh, which one?
It's
Which one's
making my way
Jonathan Young?
downtown, but metal.
Right. Oh, is Jonathan Young the guy who does all the like metal covers of things?
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, well, one of them. He's doing quite a few original songs lately. It's really good.
All right.
Man, the cannons climb aboard.
Together with every storm, I
Man,
love
the
that song.
cannons draw your sword.
They'll remember us forevermore.
Hey!
You know, you
My
posted
favorite,
something the other day.
my favorite music channel recently is I discovered this one channel that just takes like metal songs and just converts them into 8-bit, and
Nice.
like every single one of those could just be like an epic boss fight theme.
I can imagine. What were you about to say, Matt?
I was gonna say a couple. Well, here a while back.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to remember who exactly had posted it. Posted a cover of the Donkey Kong series,
Oh yeah,
the pirate thing, and
yeah,
it,
that
it
was Tom
reminded me
posted
of this really beautiful but cursed video.
Oh
that.
no.
It's the best kind of video.
Joel Haver is definitely one of my favorite people to watch. They have a lot of entertaining skits
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen enough
RPG.
just from the thumbnail.
Yeah, you should definitely watch that. They're actually here. Hold on. Let me just bring up a watch together.
Please no. I don't want to.
No, we're gonna
I'm
watch
watching
this
it. I'm watching
together.
it.
No, don't watch it. I'm posting a watch together. We can all watch it.
No.
Okay.
Have
All right,
mercy.
Okay.
You are hereby banned from showing me any more videos, Matt.
It's like we kind of coolish. Yeah, no, he has like at least 3 episodes of the RPG series one.
Don't show me it.
It's
Please.
it's just so weird.
Ugh. Anyway, should we get started?
Yeah, I just texted Nye to see if I can get a response there, but yeah, we should probably start.
Last
I've
time
already
on
rolled for. Yeah, go ahead.
Quarrels of Quadruin. The party is headed off to a camp on the camp, just to the south of Swordbreak. on the promise of finding Maria's long lost son. With only a trinket to find, they wound up finding the trinket, only to bring up Nor's memory, and make him realize he is the lost son. And after that, a revenant who blamed Nor for his death showed up and tried to kill Nor alongside his zombie and Ankylosaurus friends. The group fought valiantly, gaining an awesome cape and a strange belt.
And a saddle.
And a saddle. And now the group opted to sleep for the night. With Nor taking first watch. And there was no second watch. So now we get back to our heroes as they are presumably about to wake up.
Yep. They're just about to wake up. Except for Nor, who never actually went to sleep in the first place. So when everyone wakes up, do you guys kind of wake up in a bit of a panic, realizing that you weren't woken up during the night? And the first thing you all notice is Nor is still sitting in the exact same position he was in before.
What? Nor?
Question. Is the second thing I notices that his skin is now blue?
You do, as you are getting up, Kai, you do look down and sure enough, your hand is blue.
I kind of just looks at it. Disregarding the whole Nor thing for now. What the hell? And he'll kind of just look to the other two. Why is my arm blue?
Yeah, Gadrid looks at Kite. Probably because the rest of you is blue.
Wait. Are you joking?
I don't think so, no. Unless it's just sleep deprivation. Unless it's just too much sleep.
Oh yeah, by the way, as you're having this conversation, Kai, you notice a third thing. Gadrin, over the course of a single night, has grown a full beard.
Wait.
Oh. Oh no. I think I know what it is.
Kai kind of looks over at him. You look different.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not blue, am I? And I touch my face and notice. Huh. That's new.
Well, I suppose if you want to look like a weathered old warrior, you could pull off this look.
Yeah, Gadrin. I need to get a look at how it looks on me. It feels uncomfortable.
I kind of nods, but in any case, I think one thing we can know is there's some strange magic at play here. Probably, I don't know, I suspect we decided to take a rest in a very odd place.
Gadrin looks at Nora. But that aside, what are you doing? We're supposed to take shifts.
No. Sorry, never really felt tired. Decided I'd let you all rest. I had a lot on my mind. You know?
How obvious is it that Nora's telling fat lies?
Roll insight with advantage.
I'd like to roll inside as well. Just Am I rolling at advantage as well?
Yes, both of you are.
Just trying to find what my insight actually is.
Natural.
Well, Gadron immediately knows.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's pretty obvious to you, Gadrin. Oh,
17.
obvious to both of you.
Yeah.
Nor is exhausted.
You've not slept, have you?
He just kind of shakes his head. No, not at all.
Dude, even I need sleep. What? You know, what's so scary? What's so scary about it this time?
Do I kind of recall the last time? Yeah, I guess I would kind of recall that the only other time Nor's foregone sleep was that time with the when something happened in the palace room that none of the rest of us found out about.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Was the only other time that Nor's gone without sleeping the time in the like palace room.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. You've done this before, Nor. I remember it in the palace.
Kind of nods. Oh, I saw something yesterday when all those memories came back to me.
Well,
And,
what was it?
he kind of just gestures to around all of this. And
You
that,
saw how this came to be.
not only that, but all the feelings of when it happened the first time felt. It's like I was experiencing all this for the first time. Like, I mean, sure, now, it's fighting death, it's kind of all around wherever we go, but not back then. It I felt it all again as if it was brand new, and I had never seen something like this.
I kind of nods. I see.
Gadden just sort of puts
And
a hand on Nora's shoulder.
Hey, I get it. I really do. But letting yourself get that rattled over something that happened in the past, it might get you into more nasty situations than it'll get you out of. All right?
As bad as experiencing all this was, it, that's not what wound up keeping me up. Among other things, it was the thought of, while under her control, how many times was I involved with something like this?
Under her control. Who?
I mean, when this happened, she instantly brought forth 4 people, wreaked this havoc, all of which were very clearly willing to serve or serving at the least under her reign.
I I think I understand how you feel, but well, you're not who you are. You're not who you were back then anymore. We all know that.
I took.
So if you ask me, the best way to get justice for the people who may have been harmed in the past before you before you knew what you were doing, before the memory loss, is to make sure this can never happen again.
How would we even go about doing something like that? I don't think you quite understand. She can, without even raising a hand, control people. She can force you to be still. Not like what we've seen before. It's like she can control those around her. I mean, when we first ran into her back in Shadington, that wasn't even her actually being there, and despite that, she still was able to keep me and Lowri from moving at all. Whatever she said, it had to be done.
And back in Shadington, we were nowhere near as strong as we are now, or capable.
And besides, she's never met Kai and I.
The kind of look at Gadron for a second. Well, maybe not, but I think she's a bit closer than you'd think.
If that's the case, she can come out and get herself killed, right? And I just sort of shout into the nothingness.
Okay, Gadron, as much as I would like to share your confidence on this, let's not have a repeat of the you remember the trolls, the lab situation.
Gadget looks at Kai. Yeah, we won that, didn't we?
Yes, and it took every spell I had in me to keep us alive, Gadron.
Gadget just sort of gives him a look. You also exploded, to be fair. You're not always going to explode.
I suppose that's true. I've yet to find out what causes that.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure what our next step should be at this point.
Well, right now, probably getting back to Maria.
Aye, that's Kai kind of stands up at this point, just with a lot more purpose than he had previously. Aye, she needs to know more than anyone else, I think.
Nor kind of slumps over a bit and just. That's one more thing that's been on my mind.
Hmm.
I don't even know how to go about it. I mean, even just last night, I never had a greater fear of dying than last night. It occurred to me how awful it'd be to lose someone a second time. I don't.
Well, yes, but you're alive, you're here, and we can make sure she doesn't have to go through that, okay? And I'll kind of just put a hand on Nora's shoulder.
I'll do the same. Listen, you're with a guy who can't die. I'll take anything that would kill you. All right.
We'll kind of give like a half-hearted nod.
So I think that's our course set for today then.
I suppose it is.
I think first though you should rest yourself. I don't want you collapsing on us. All right.
He makes a good point.
rest on Barnaby and on the ride back then.
Yeah, kind of nods.
All right.
And well, I
Hey,
suppose.
maybe you can use that saddle we got.
It would probably be more comfortable than, well, nothing at all. With that, I guess we'll go ahead and start getting ready to head out then.
Yep.
All right.
I will do
And,
the same.
We'll saddle up Barnaby with the new. By the way, I imagine since we got Barnaby with a wagon, that he doesn't actually have a proper riding saddle.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
probably.
True, but you did actually find a rather fancy-looking one in the chest.
Yeah, and that's why I was referring to about that saddle being better than nothing.
Okay, yeah. Well, honestly, it's a pretty good saddle. Let's not kid ourselves here. It's very nice looking.
I just noticed you changed your profile picture, guy.
Nor was the
we
old
are,
one.
we are blue now.
You're blue now. That's my attack.
Okay. So you guys so you're all back up.
Yep.
And just like before, it takes pretty much the entire day of getting to back to Swordbreak. But you do make it back. And as you do, you do that, and as the sun is setting, you finally make your way back to Swordbreak. And the usual places are open. There's Maria's house. There's the tavern, and there's also. It would take you another full day to go back to the ship, but that is an option if you wish.
I would kind of just glance over to Nor. Well, this is all you. Um, Tavern first, get some rest, or maybe go back to the ship.
Remember that she did still ask for that necklace.
They'll kind of sit there for a moment. Oh. I guess we should definitely stop by Marie first.
Gadger nods understandingly.
I think that's a good idea.
So we'll head over that way then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So which way are you going? Towards Maria's or the tavern?
Yep. Marie.
Yes.
Is everyone going or just Nor?
I'm
I
gonna.
suppose
I'm- I
that
got-
depends on if Nor wants us.
Yeah, I was gonna hang back.
That is, and Nor's kind of, as was before, is not minding one way or the other.
Alright. Yeah, Kyle will probably just leave him to it then.
Okay, so it's just
Just Nor.
Nor. In that case, Nor, I'm gonna have to ask you to go to the secret chat.
Alright.
Any
Okay,
update on Nye, by the way?
No text, no.
Hmm.
But what I do have an update on is this hot new meme I'm working.
Oh dear.
I'll just I won't spoil it. I will post it and I'll let it speak for itself.
Dear. The
the pilot officially got double-digit views.
Hey. The meme is now up.
Oh, that's great.
I like how I can remember like all of the stuff that happens in the session just from reading the
memes,
just from
yeah.
reading the like timestamps he was in.
Yep.
Oh wow, the boss fight lasted over an hour. Wow.
Yep.
Although I think yeah, the last Paracosm session has to be one of the longest boss fights I've ever like seen. That one, I think that one lasted like
4
three
hours.
solid hours of just fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Admittedly, part of it was me Metal Gear Soliding my way around the potion tables.
Oh yeah. I still consider that part of the fight. Wait, I want to find. Yeah, okay. So it's only like, yeah, it's only 3 rolls up. I was just going to try and find the roll that killed Innie.
You
That
see,
was unlucky. Wow. It was, it needed at least a 17 to kill with 2d8 plus 2d6. And on the 2d8, he rolled an 8 and a 7.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't realize quite how just unlucky that was.
Yeah, I mean, Indy was gonna die sooner or later based on the HP
Yeah.
value.
I felt kind of bad for the way it happened because it was very much the guy like realizing he'd lost the battle and just kind of trying to kill the guy, the person who'd started all of this out of spite. But I don't know. I think Matt seemed fine with it. Like,
Yeah, I think he's in the acceptance phase at the moment.
yes.
That the final exchange between Indy and Gearbox is still stuck with me though.
Yeah. Just yeah, final words get like I still remember kind of the exact. My character died like a couple months ago. I still kind of remember the exact feeling of like when it happened.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like the contrast between the way Gearbox executes people and yeah, Gadron, because Gadron's all
Yeah.
extravagant and messy, while while Gearbox is
Yeah.
clean and efficient. There was a lot of contrast between the characters between Quarrels of Quadruin and Locks and Libraries.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we had the inexperienced and chaotic Kai versus the the studious and experienced Keldon.
Yeah.
Yeah, naive and sheltered Nai versus yeah versus the old and
Yeah.
traveled Katie.
Yep.
Yeah,
Aloof Gadron. This is cold calculating gearbox. So
and constantly paranoid Nor versus constantly curious Innie.
yeah.
Like if Nor were fighting Gearbox for the first time, he'd have just noped out of there.
Yeah.
But Innie's first reaction is to say hi.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the
Yeah.
beautiful thing
I
about
think
her, in
that
all
like
honesty.
yeah.
I'm looking back at Gadget's character sheet now, and I am reminded that he's middle aged.
Yeah, I feel like recently I've just defaulted to 2 character archetypes. Like for the like thing I'm playing with uni friends, I'm also playing like a naive young kid who like is just barely beginning to travel the world. Like, I kind of just when I made that character, I was just like, wait a minute, I kind of do this a lot sometimes.
And meanwhile, here I am with the battle ready.
Yeah. I didn't even particularly draw the connection until I remember just voicing like I was like telling the DM explaining like my stat spread to the DM, and I just said something like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna put because my character hasn't really traveled the world a lot. I think I'm gonna like not have a very high wisdom." And I was like, "Wait."
Just like as you're talking, you realize.
Yeah, very much.
Uh,
I am gonna say that that the next character I make is going to be a bit less a bit less battle loving. Like they'll be battle ready, but they're not
Yeah,
gonna relish violence in the same way.
I don't know.
yeah. I'm kind of yeah. I think next character I make, if it's for this campaign, I want to make my like paladin, who's like very compassionate and forgiving, just because I think that'll be a very nice contrast to Kai.
Right.
And it's also, yeah, most of my characters, Kai's actually an exception to this rule, but most of my characters are based on like book characters in one way or
Hmm.
another. And yeah, I read a book recently which had like one of those kind of very forgiving paladin types who like, you know, loathes to kill everyone, but forgives all of his enemies, like no matter how much wrong they've done.
Hmm.
And like when I read that, I was kind of like, damn, that's actually a really good character.
Yeah,
I kind of go half and half. Like Gadrin,
Yeah.
Gadrin was kind of an original concept I had, which happened to
Hmm.
be an amalgamation of both of Travis Willingham's characters on Critical Role.
Right, I see.
um, but while Gearbox was pretty much just HK-47 in medieval times.
Yeah. I just remember that, yeah, when I'd Kai's entirely original as well. I just remember like thinking up like, okay, so playing a wizard in a play accidentally actually casts a spell and burns down the theater, and then I was like, I hit the jackpot.
uh, for Gadrin, it was a kind of the extension of okay, I'm a fighter, I'm a half orc.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sea. Oh yeah, it's all come together.
It was a mix of for me it was a mix of that reaction and damn I've like now used up the best character concept I'm ever going to have.
uh,
Or well, the to clarify, the best serious character concept I'm ever going to have.
right. As opposed to
Elephant Man and Fat Druid. My glorious 2 one-shot character.
oh man. Actually, I have kind of an idea for a rabbit folk that I want to play,
Oh,
but it would require a someone willing to to
To kind of make a character alongside me.
yeah.
um
Yeah, I've barely ever done shared backstory stuff. Like I think I did it with Nye once, but we never really went anywhere with it. It was less shared backstory and more just kind of our characters knew each other from before the campaign.
mhm,
But yeah, other than that, I don't think I've ever done a shared backstory with someone else.
right.
Which I actually quite like that. I like kind of defining my characters by like the interactions they have in the campaign. Like anytime I make a character, I'll normally come into them as like a blank slate and then kind of assign them their personality based on the things that happen.
Mhm.
Like Kai would not be as vengeful and like yeah, downright vengeful and merciless as he is if session 1 of this hadn't gone the way it did.
Right. And Gadrin wouldn't be so close to Caddick good without
Yeah,
without all the experiences we've had so far.
yeah. I think Did I change? I changed kind to neutral good from lawful good. I've not. I don't think it's quite gone far enough to be chaotic yet, but
Maybe
yeah,
it's
definitely no longer lawful.
right. I think Gadget's a bad influence.
Perhaps. I also liked yeah, I like the character my character sheet for Caller in Paracosm. Just when I made two separate character sheets for her, one for when she was an Oathbreaker and one for when she became like an Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Mhm.
And for the Oathbreaker, for the alignment, I just put down once neutral good.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I liked that character a lot. Even though she only existed for kind of 2 sessions, I got very attached to her.
Sounds like it. Yeah, like yeah, I was kind of considering having Gearbox go revive her, but
Yeah, I
that
mean everyone was. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. But yeah, she collapsed really far back, didn't she?
yeah, it would take too much time to get to her safely,
Yeah.
and yeah, Keldon was in the process of dying, so
Right.
Now we're gonna have to get back to the story at hand.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
going to be
Nye should be here back soon.
yeah. No, as soon as night starts, we'll. Well, for
Yeah.
now, you guys are sitting in the tavern. Uh, your minds are pretty much all on Nor right now. Nor and
Yeah.
Maria. Wondering if he's
Not
going to be
not
okay.
trying any more beer.
yeah,
Uh, actually, actually, okay, no, actually, slight change plan. I'm gonna wait till Larry gets. No, wait, no.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
um,
I'll catch it. I'll catch him.
oh hey,
Hello,
speak of the devil.
Hey, yeah.
you're here. Okay, so long
So it's
story
more
short,
it's more still gone.
Nor is still in the house with Maria. Larry, to catch you up, Kai is blue, Gadrin has a full beard.
Nice. All I needed to know, really, isn't it?
Yep.
Apparently.
Ugh.
And
I
then
mean,
we're back
not
to
much
the
else has happened. Yeah,
yeah.
we went back to the tavern. Moore went on his own to talk to his now mother.
Well, technically, she was always his mother.
Yes, yeah.
Newly discovered.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can't. Yeah,
long lost.
yeah. We spent the morning comforting Nor over his kind of trying to encourage him to not stay up like this again.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
So yeah, at the minute we're just kind of sitting in a tavern waiting for Nor.
mm,
Oh my god, I've just noticed your profile picture.
okay, so yeah, you guys are just constantly making glances towards the house. You can't really hear anything, but you're both worried and hopeful at the same time.
Yeah. How quiet is the night at the tavern? I suppose this tavern doesn't really have
Well, it's a very
proper-
late evening.
Yeah.
So far. Um, Judging by the lack of boasting, you can assume that Fenson's team have left to whatever one shot we'll be doing in the future.
Yep. Yeah, Gadrin has sort of a distant look on his face, thinking about Nora's Nora's chance meeting, and he kind of just tried he tries not to make it obvious, but he does cry a little bit.
Kind of trying to lighten the mood a little, probably just pass some kind of comment like, upon noticing the forgettable foregone, he'll just go like, "Well, I suppose if we hear that Morlox himself has been brought down from the heavens and died, we'll know what happened."
Yeah, Gadget just
Gadget just looks at Kai and just snorts.
Yep, and I look forward to that news. That would be quite the event.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe they'll find whatever made this world and teach it how to beg.
Kai laughs. Maybe they'll run into the logic cult.
Oh, the
Oh,
logic
I
cult
highly
wouldn't
doubt
stand a
there'll be much.
chance.
I highly doubt there'll be much of an issue.
Who's that talking?
Yes, I'm going to look to see where that comes from.
Yeah, you turn around and you see a figure just kind of leaning on the wall, a little ways from you guys. Hooded. Kai and Gadron, this is a new face to you. Lowri, you've seen this face once before.
Oh, I already know where. This is the woman in the... Yes. In the place where we met the mimic.
She, slowly walks towards you. Lowri, always nice to see you again. And
Kai
you
just
must
kind
be...
of...
Oh,
You know this woman?
barely. We've met once before. As I recall, you gave some very ominous warnings, which, well, to be honest, did lead to some good. So I'm not entirely angry, but I'm not. Lowri is clearly somewhat scared, even if she's trying to sound as if this is just a normal person.
Yeah, the
I
figure...
kind of-
Why are you here?
Oh, I'm just, checking up on you, shall we say. After
To
all,
what?
I hear this wonderful news about Nor's new rediscovery.
Gadron narrows his eyes at her.
You guys see what I mean now? You see what kind of situation we're in here? Look, what do you want with him? I assume you're from his past life, and if you are, that's not him anymore. Leave him alone, please.
I think you'll find I'm going to be the judge of that, madam.
I'll probably stand up at this and raise his hands. So, are you the one he talked about?
As a matter of fact, I believe I am, yes.
Gadron moves to draw his swords.
She looks at you, and both Kai and Gadron, I need you both to roll wisdom saves.
Oh, I was about to tell them not. Yeah. I was considering warning them, but yeah, mistakes have been made.
Kai, you too.
Yeah.
Just kind of seeing this, Lowri will just kind of go.
You both get
No,
up,
Kai,
and you can see just underneath the hood there are two flashes, and suddenly you find yourselves completely unable to move. And she just gently whispers, "Sit." And against all the will you can muster, you find yourself slowly sitting back down and moving your hands away from any weapons you were reaching for. The spark in your fingers, Kai, is just dissipating.
Look, why are you here? What do you want?
Oh, well, I suppose I'm just here to let you know that it's not over yet. Nor may have found his mother once again. He may have seen a glimpse of what he used to be, but... well, I'm just letting you know I'm not upset by that.
Yeah, Gadron with what? Yeah, Gadron kind of contorts his face into a glare.
She's not stopping you from speaking.
Well, Gadron doesn't really feel the need to speak at the moment.
I know we can't fight you. Please just... What?
No, you can't fight me. And yet, for some reason, you still persist. It's honestly incredible.
Well, what do you expect us to do?
Yes, you expect us to let you take our friend?
Well, I hoped that would be the case, but I suppose some people could still be quite stubborn.
What?
But I suppose I'm just here to give you another warning about the fact that I know you far more than you may think. Particularly you, Gadrin. I have to say, your father has told me a lot about you.
Tom, can I just kind of ask for a description of this woman, or like, and then maybe see if I can work out where she's from, or if I recognize, or like if I can work out any sort of like cultural significance to any of her clothes or anything, like work out anything about her.
Roll insight with disadvantage.
Okay. Give me a second. It's 1d20
2d20 KL1 plus whatever bonus you have. It's a pin. The formatting's pinned.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Did you say insight?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second. I don't actually have my character sheet up, so I'm just grabbing it. Insight.
Did the growl I made come through on the Discord?
No.
No, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
14.
Ooh.
Higher than I expected.
Whoever this person is, she's hidden herself very well. All she's really wearing is a simple grey hood with a cape that's sort of wrapped around her entire body. And all you can really see of her is a tiny bit of her mouth and most of her face that is being covered by long silver hair.
Can I get any sort of race or anything? Or am I like, is that like... Oh no, I literally can't see anything of her, can I? So no, I wouldn't be able to.
No,
Okay. I'll have to live with that. I'll have to live with that for now then.
Gadrin kind of snarling at her is going to respond to her question. You tell Dragok that he's a dead man, alright? We'll find him.
Yes. I had a feeling you would say that. Well, not to worry. I know for sure that you will find him if you survive long enough.
Gadrin sort of tilts his head in a smirk. Both of you assumed I could die.
Yes. You were the one who kept saying death is afraid of you. Funny. Your father said that as much as death may fear you, it worships him.
If that's the case, then it should welcome him going back to it, huh?
My, for someone under my spell, you have quite the spunk. I like that. I suppose if Dragok proves insufficient, you could certainly fill his place.
I spit at her.
She simply casts prestidigitation and it vanishes. Charming. And as for you, Kai, how's your magic holding up? Keeping things under control? Kind of just pointedly gazes at your now blue skin.
Do you decide the fact seem harmless most of the time?
Most. I've heard you've exploded on at least 2 occasions.
I kind of tilted his head a little. And who would have told you that?
Oh, I have people all over the place.
Certain logic code, perhaps.
Oh, them, yes. Quite cowardly once we got to speak with them. They're willing to spill anything. Whoever this Fareed is, he hasn't exactly chosen the best choice of followers.
Well,
Still,
I suppose there's at least one thing that the two of us can agree on.
yes. Oh. Yes, and how are things in Prospects, by the way? That's one of the few places I haven't been able to access for a long time. Unfortunately, any bladed vipers in there that I could have spoken to, well, either you've somehow turned them away
kind of
or
grins.
noted them.
Hi, grins. Yes, that I have.
Well, just know it's only a matter of time.
Ty smiles. If you say so.
I wouldn't be so smug, child. I hear you're waiting for a certain someone to arrive.
He kind of narrows his eyes at that. No. Jameson. Well, I suppose you know both his names, so...
Well, yes, but that's not who I was talking about.
Yeah,
Is she referring
person
to
with
your crush?
Uh...
Maybe that's the only person I can think of.
I was thinking the person with the person who we found with like the last name, but I wasn't gonna find her here, was I? Tom?
No, not her. That she's further. That would be in Goldmouth, which is was it gold something? That's further down. Well,
No,
whoever she's referring to, she's not saying.
Well, I wasn't planning to wait here for anyone except I was planning to go out and find several people, but whatever threat you're making, it falls on deaf ears.
How brave. I'm not sure if it's bravery or stupidity, actually. You teenagers always how to read. And Lowri, onto you now.
I'm very sorry, but I don't want any more of your ominous messages. Your last one was too much for me as it was.
Yes, I know. And that was when you were already fairly close. And now here you are all the way on the other side of the continent. Such unfortunate timing.
What?
And she vanishes. Gadget and Kai, you can move again.
Guys, pay no attention to her. The last time she gave advice, it was just nonsense. I say don't let it get in your head. But yeah, well,
I'm still wondering who I'm supposedly waiting for here. There's, as far as I know, no one except Bladed Vipers were coming to this town.
You're
maybe
right there,
she meant
Lowri.
more generally. Yeah, I'm fine. Last time she threatened my father, nothing. As far as I'm aware, nothing really came of it. Though, obviously, that he was under some threat.
But in any case, what I take from that conversation isn't any of her threats. Don't you two realize? She's just revealed her biggest weakness to her. Wherever she's trying to get, whoever she's trying to get to, she needs bladed vipers to do that. Where there are no bladed vipers, she has no power.
Is that what she meant?
Well, she told us that she couldn't get into prospects, specifically because we'd driven out all the bladed vipers. She was unable to infiltrate it.
I was wondering if she. I was wondering if she meant that there was some force keeping her out of there, rather than that there wasn't something to let her in. And the bladed vipers thing was just a mention.
Wouldn't perhaps in this case being kept out and not being let in are one and the same?
I think she's just blowing hot smoke to try and scare us.
I suppose
I could agree.
I may send a message to my father just in case. Though
Might
how
be.
is a different question, I suppose.
Might be an idea.
There is a postal service in this world, isn't there, Tom? Because I've been sent a letter before.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just have
The
to see.
Gantrum Bird Postal Service.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, we could get Osprey.
If you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be amazing.
Yes, of course. Anything for Mr. Conroy.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I think it's good to just get this out of the way and know whether her threats mean anything.
I'm still wondering who I was waiting for. I mean, I guess it could be Tana. But well, I hardly waited for her. So either her wording is she has no sense of wording and English grammar, or she means someone I don't know.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, though I wouldn't let her words get to you. I think she's just trying to mess with us. Well, in fact, I'm almost definite that's what she's trying to do. Nothing came of this other than just her worrying us.
You said that last time some good came from her advice.
Well, she made me go and see my father, obviously, and I feel if she actually wanted to hurt him, she wouldn't have told me and then let me go and help him. I'm pretty sure she only mentioned it just so that I would go there.
I'm going to get out my sending stone and contact Franklin to say,
Hey Franklin, when you get the chance, can you send Osprey over to Swordbreak?
And a few minutes pass, and you hear, yeah, sure thing. I'm just letting him off right now.
Thank you.
There is one thing I can think of, dark and twisted enough to match her character, but if that's the case, if that's what she was trying to do, then she failed. Ty says to Lowri,
What are you?
well, the only explanation I can think of is perhaps she was almost certain that you would fail to protect your father. I mean, you know. Rosenius knows it's not the easiest task we've taken on. In fact, it's probably one of the most taxing, most difficult, most demanding. So, if she thought that you were going to fail, perhaps she wished to break your spirit.
Maybe. But
You know.
if that's the case, not doing what she asks or what she seems to imply she wants us to do, is still has the same effect. We still stop. She
Right.
can't hurt us if we don't go to where she wants us to go. I feel like I endanger my father more by being there than anything else, to be honest.
That's a good point. But well, yes, I agree. And well, next time she tries to cast that spell on me, I won't be caught so off guard.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be so sure. This woman is incredibly powerful. I should have warned you before you tried to do anything against her, but I think she is far beyond our current abilities, and probably will be for
Yes,
most of our lives.
the word there is our current abilities.
we can only get stronger.
Yes, the potency of my magic grows every day.
Hmm. I suppose. We should let Nod know that this has happened.
Yes, he needs to know. Though I do worry it might affect him even
Worsen
more
his-
than yes, he's not in a good state right now, and I fear this will only worsen it.
I'll be fine. We'll be
I
next to him.
I'm gonna head
I
back
think he can
to
handle it.
Nor now. He must have been waiting a while.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's fair enough. Bruh. I was not expecting to see her again.
Yeah.
Me neither. It's kind of appropriate that it happens right after I upload the pilot where the scene where
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
yeah you Nor and you and Nor encountering her for the first time while George and I just watched from the sidelines.
Yeah.
Fittingly,
How's the?
what was that?
Oh, you. I was just going to ask about the video and when that's going to be ready because I'm very excited for that.
It's uploaded already.
The first one is already out.
Oh, is it? I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was posted in the general chat, and then friggin' Matt drowned it with his little fuck you Kong.
Oh, I
thing.
see it. Oh, sick. I'll watch that at some point, or like, ah, should be interesting. I'd really like to see how we used to act back on like that far back.
Yeah, it was a trip. To being
It
honest,
would have. I can find like not. Yeah, I can probably find exactly which session it is in the campaign.
um, yeah,
So Gadrin joins the party on the 12th of December, and I believe it was the next session you started recording. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
What is the
10.
context
So
of the
it was
art?
session 12 was what'd you say now?
What's the context of the "Are we the baddies" kid?
we were talking
What?
earlier about the war crimes everyone has committed, and
Oh yeah.
we all agree that Lowri is the only one of us who can definitively be quantified as good.
The rest of you have committed horrific war crimes.
Well, there's another quote from that sketch which completely summarizes Kai's position on the crimes he's committed. Yes, we killed him, but trust me, this guy was horrid.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Oh.
There's no gifts of that moment. I'm sad.
I guess it's a less like quoted thing. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't know. I personally I like that quote more than are we bad.
I
Yes, we killed him, but trust me, this guy was horrid.
you gotta believe it. Oh. I drew this. Wait, give me a sec. I'll post this. I drew fucking Lowry trying to work out if there was a fire from last session.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh,
I
Yeah,
got very
that's a really cool like character design.
yeah.
I I just stole Ellie's, but added detail to it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was bored during a different D&D session. Did I tell you how?
Was that the epilogue one?
Yes, it
Right.
was very weird. We
That whole
resurrected.
campaign sounds weird.
Yeah, basically for context, Spencer, I'm part of a D&D campaign with some people who are like a year or so younger than me, and it's their first D&D campaign, and it's incredibly chaotic, like ridiculously chaotic. And basically, one of the characters wanted to become all power. We'd like defeated this person that was trying to become a god, or like trying to become incredibly powerful. And then one of our friends who was kind of chaotic, neutral / slightly evil tried to steal this this gauntlet which makes you all powerful off us, and killed one of us in the process.
Oof.
And that's the kind of chaos that we were experiencing. But basically, we solved it. We resurrected them, and then we finished left, and then there was just no one in any of the villages we went past. And then
Right.
Our DM, the DM of that campaign is actually quite a serious DM, and kind of doesn't like when people derail his stuff, even though it always happens. Like he tries to make serious campaigns, and the campaign has had a pretty solid story the entire time. And then, so basically, we just walked into this tavern after having been through a few villages, tried to work out what was going on, and then suddenly just parts of the world started fading away into white, and then each other faded away, and then G-Man appeared from Half-Life and was like, said like his monologue from the end of Half-Life 2, and then was just like, I'm putting you back in suspension, and just that was the end of it.
So the DM just said fuck all of you, basically.
I think, yeah, the DM was just like, you have destroyed my campaign. Well, no, actually, to be fair, it went the way he intended it to go.
Right.
Because I tried to keep it relatively on the rails.
Right, yeah.
Oh, so you were to that campaign what I am to Quarrels of Quadruin.
Yeah. I was basically just like Lowri, but slightly more motherly in that campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just like tried to stop everybody killing each other and tried to keep us relatively. The only time I did anything especially bad was one of the characters had a wife, because they of course went to every tavern and tried to seduce people, because of course they did. And then when the wife died, the person who killed it, they did some awful things to him, genuinely. The fact that there's healing magic in this world just makes torture even worse.
Right, yeah.
Oh god.
Yes. And my character didn't stop them for that because they weren't there. So the one session I wasn't there, it just went.
Welcome back, guys. I was actually just about to message Tom. Can you take Spencer and give us Matt back? Because I wanted to continue the
Bruh.
Always with the AU with you.
We've got a
Yeah,
we've
got proper lore channel for it as well.
Yes, the AU absolute unit.
Yeah.
We've got the look. What more could you want from the AU setting? We've got the humanoid insects in in the south, and the insectoid humans in the north.
I never got about that.
God, the random lore generator. Freaking turned Gearbox's lore into a sales pitch.
I mean, to be fair, that is kind of Gearbox's lore.
Yep.
Yeah, in any case, so
Anyway, D&D.
yes. Let's get back to the quite serious situation we have on hand here.
Okay. So eventually Nor makes his way back.
Everyone
Everyone is at the table, and some of them seem to look bit shaken.
I was looking pretty blue.
No, are you guys looking pretty blue? Damn it! No, are you okay? Did anything? Do you remember the mimic dungeon and the woman? Do you know who I'm talking about here?
No, I'll kind of pull up the chair and take a seat. Well, I mean, yes.
She came. Well, she came back. And as she does, said a lot of mildly threatening things and then left.
Appears to elaborate.
It,
Visibly looking a bit more panicked.
don't worry about it. I'm as I was saying to these two, I feel like she was mostly trying to mess with our heads. But the long and short of it was that she said that eventually she's going to get you back, like on her side, I assume. But I'm just glad to see that you're okay now. Is all. And we can deal with her later. We've already got a few things sorted out because she made threats to all of us. How did it go?
It went all right. I told her pretty much everything. I originally was going in without the intent, and I felt like talking about it or bringing it up would have been, a bit of a risk or of endangerment. Once there, I just, couldn't really keep it a secret from her.
Gadrin puts a hand on his shoulder. Yeah. It's that way when you're talking to your mom.
Well, I'm afraid, from the sounds of it, the intent to come here and stuff was mildly a success in what we were looking for. And the same note, I don't think we're much better off than when we began.
Uh,
From the sounds of it, as I figured, she knew we'd be here and somewhat make herself known, but I'm afraid that it hasn't really
Hang on a moment.
helped us.
Yeah, Gadrin just puts a hand on him and say, "Hey, if she could kill me, she'd have done it right there."
Well, clearly she doesn't. She doesn't want to kill us. She has something else planned.
Yeah,
And well, we got a lot of information from her. And I'll turn to Nor. She acts through the Bladed Vipers. Pretty much where the Bladed Vipers go, she gets information about, which is, I presume, how she knows so much about us. Second, she's heavily affiliated with Dragok, so that might be why she's getting involved with us once more.
Even still, motives or no motives, I don't know where we're going to go next.
Well, I think I'll kind of turn to Lowri. Wait, if she's in league with Dragok, then maybe her purpose in sending us over to the other side of the continent was so that we would stop pursuing this legendary artifact, this shell.
maybe.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like I should clarify. You mentioned she's in league with. It's seems more the other way around.
He's in league with her.
Yes. By the way, I don't think Nor actually ever changed back to his disguised form. So
He is still
Might be worth doing.
changing Nor.
Nor
I
kind
mean,
of
luckily
point-
the show offs are all gone,
Mhm.
so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so Nor will kind of point to the mark on his eye. This is her mark she gives to her people.
I see.
From the sounds of it, from what I remembered, even that he seems to have been in league with her for a long time serving. I mean, you remember when I said she summoned people to destroy that camp?
Aye.
He was one of those 4.
Oh,
You know,
I kind of.
Gadrin's face just drops.
So it's no surprise. No, they kind of look over to Gadron that you leaving him deserted on an island didn't really do anything to stop him.
So it seems we might be dealing with a full cadre rather than just one or two powerful pirates.
Well, like I said, there was 4 for sure, but as you recall on our adventures, we've come across many that have been in service at one point.
Hmm. Aye.
Of those 4 that were called, there was one person that seemed to be part snake. I don't think
It
I've
was
quite
lizard
seen
folk.
a lizard folk. There's a reptilian.
What?
He kind of, I don't know. Is Nor familiar with what a lizard folk is?
Well, you have fought one. You have fought a couple.
Oh, have we?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah. Remember
Yeah.
Like on the beach,
yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
anti-magic spear that he thought was fragile.
That's right. Yeah. Don't remind me. Like the people we fought back on that island. Look like big lizard people and
yes.
a drow of sorts, of course. Dragok and who was the last one? That one I can't remember for the life of me.
A dragonborn called
That's
James.
Right. Dragonborn. So it's much as we have each other, she has them.
I see.
Gadrin takes a deep breath and just says, "Well, all this is just one more reason for me to kick Dragok into the ground when I find him next."
I'll turn back to Nor. And do you know much about their power level? Are they all as powerful as that sorceress?
I don't believe so. As I said, they serve her.
Okay. Because, well,
with the
that
simple snap of
sorceress
her
would be
fingers, she seemed to manifest them out of thin air, and they seemed to follow her orders directly. And as I'm sure you're aware now, she obviously has the power to dominate her will over someone else.
Aye.
And but that being said, they're obviously no joke, no pushovers.
I'm just wondering who that is. It doesn't have the taste of a God's game, but certainly something powerful.
Today's been a bit of a long day, so
Aye, I suppose.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and go up and get some rest. And try and figure out in the morning.
Are you going to sleep this time?
It'll kind of give a little bit of a nod. No, try at least.
Alright. See you all in the morning. And Gadrin's gonna go up to the tavern room.
Yeah, I would do the same.
Okay, so you all head to bed, and you all have a few mixed feelings about this event. Gadrin, as you head off, you Well, you don't start store. You don't start You don't start snoring yet. You're thinking about the fact that not only is Gadrin back like you expected,
Dragok.
but he's got Dragok. Not only is he back, but he's also got himself some much more powerful allies than the brutes you were used to. Because now we got now he's with people who can actually think. And
As I'm thinking about this, I kind of I kind of take a deep breath and just think about my friends can think too. We'll see who's think better.
nice. And that last little bit of reassurance is what you need to go to bed. Kai, you're still confused over her wordings. They were vague, almost intentionally so. So who on earth could she be talking about? Nor, you sit up in bed, holding the sending stone, wondering if you should use it right at this moment. But you're worried if that might be a dangerous idea, if Whitelock was here. Lowri, could you join me in secret chat, please?
Oh.
Oh.
So, Matt,
All right,
I
back
believe
to
last we
AU.
I believe last time we left off, you were playing an Avatar of Death. And
Yeah,
Kai was about
where's
to
my
take you
stat
on.
block?
Okay, yeah, let me post this. Should I DM it to you to avoid Tom's all-seeing gaze?
You realize I
Okay.
have this on recording, right?
Yes, but
And I
Tom won't
expect
know
a
that.
mini series on the AU.
You're not getting a
You,
mini
you were
series.
you were you were there for the start of the AU. Okay, so there's your stat block. Kai is fighting this thing. No one else can intervene.
All right.
And did we say we're going with current level Kai or?
Yeah, we'll just roll with current because I think it'd be easier at this point.
Yes, I don't want to reconstruct level. Actually, wait. Hold on.
Should we roll in Arinthia to avoid
Wait, I think
suspicion?
I might be looking at the wrong stat block for it. Let me get my DMG out and find out if I'm looking at the right stat block.
I'm just sitting here, just no way to stop.
No, you can't stop it. It's
Yeah.
you should if given you can't stop it, Spencer. You should if you can't beat them, join them. You should join in.
This is not how this is not how I work. Yeah, I'm not beaten until I'm dead. And even
Okay,
then, I'm pretty sure I still win.
so deck of many things. Here we go. Okay. Oh god, yeah, I sent you the complete wrong stat block, and the real one is way harder actually.
I was gonna say I was pretty sure this wouldn't be too
Yeah,
hard, considering
yeah,
you are technically the summoner.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, there we go. That's a little more like it.
Okay, yeah. So okay, let's roll for initiative.
All right, let's roll in Arinthia to avoid suspicion.
I was gonna say roll in. I guess yeah, we can. Yeah, let's roll it around. Yeah.
All right.
We're so good at this whole like undercover business.
Right. Not it's not like everyone that's in here is not in the Arinthia. All right, if
It's
I'm
also
not
not like
mistaken,
you're on
initiative is just
recording.
Okay,
yeah.
that's okay. I got okay. We'll just use that dice for whatever. I
Ooh,
got 21.
you gotta move faster.
Okay, so one guy to Avatar of Death. So
You realize they're
Kai,
in that server too, right?
yes. So Kai is going to. I think Kai's going to start off by casting Mage Armor on himself.
All right. What's Kai's hit points? Because I think he's technically the
Hit
summoner
points,
here.
49, I believe. No, oh no,
Kai,
less than that. 38. Yeah,
Kai
38.
has so many hit points.
Yeah, I was sorry. I was thinking of Caller, the last character I played with
Uh,
49. But yeah, Kai's 38, so that'll put this guy on 19, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Make your move.
Yeah, so I've cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right. So is that all you're doing?
Actually, wait, I need to do one more thing. Okay, no, nothing happened. So yes, that's the end of Kai's turn.
All right. Well, the Avatar of Death is gonna move in to strike with his reaping scythe.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
What's the modifier for the reaping scythe?
uh,
The other one had a modifier for it.
yeah, I'm not sure. It's
We'll use the
well,
other one's modifier. All right.
the card for this is death, right? Oh no,
Yeah.
there's no death card. Is it skill? Yes. No, it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
All right. We'll just use the first iterations then because they're kind of
Yeah,
the same. All right. Well, you're lucky he
that
misses.
misses. Yeah. Okay, so now Kai's going to expend a level 3 spell slot in order to upcast. Upcast the signature spell. Whatever that's called.
yeah, while you
Death
guys are
Bolt.
doing this, Lowry has apparently rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So that's a. And I'm also going to expend Tides of Chaos to try and make sure this hits. I'm trying to one-shot this thing.
I mean, with the help that has,
19.
ooh,
Oh, that misses, doesn't it?
it does AC of 20.
Okay, yeah. So that's
Magic just kind of through his ephemeral body.
yeah. Okay. So yeah. That's gonna be the end of Kai's turn then.
All right, he's coming at you again.
Yeah.
Does a 21 hit?
That cast shield.
What'd you say?
I cast shield.
All right, so shield basically for this turn ups your AC,
Oh
right?
wait, no, never mind. Fuck. Shield doesn't avoid it.
Ooh, ha ha ha.
Okay, so yeah, still hits.
All right, so the scythe meets you square in the chest as a sweep comes through. Let's see. That
No, that's not
yeah, no, yeah,
the
that
damage.
messed. Yeah, hold on. Something happened there. Hold on.
Oh no,
Close.
Tom's typing, quick, delete everything.
Delete it all. Delete it all.
You,
Okay, 11 damage.
you people
Okay.
are idiots.
All right. So you deal or you
Yeah,
you
take
take
11 damage.
7 points of flashing damage. So he cuts in, and it has a bit of a cold burn to it on the
Okay.
tail end as you take 1 necrotic damage.
Okay. I think, yeah, in response to that, Kai is going to.
Yeah, Tom pointed out that
No,
there's one
this
to the
one.
AU, so we
Yeah.
have permission. Let's go to the AU.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was gonna do a really cool, like, epic thing, but doing that would kill me, so that's not.
But no, by
No,
all
by
means,
all
do
means,
it.
go ahead.
I mean, actually, the rest of the party's here, right? So they can pick me up. Wait,
Maybe.
hopefully.
He did say if they interfere that there'd be more ones.
Yeah, but if
And so if you were
what
to
I'm
go
saying
down,
is that what I'm saying is that if I blew myself and him up, he would die, and I would be left unconscious.
yes, but let me throw another point though. Would them picking you up still be interfering with the results of the fight?
Let's find out. That's your call. You're the DM. That's
All
your
right.
jurisdiction. So
All right.
I is just going to see that the Avatar of Death. Enough of this. And Kai is going to cast Fireball at his own feet, enveloping both himself and the Avatar of Death. So, could the Avatar of Death make a Dexterity saving throw, please?
All right. What's the roll to beat here?
The DC is going to be 16.
Ooh, he fails.
Okay, so give me a sec. Kai is going to also roll. What's my bonus? +3. Okay. Okay, and then Kai is going to spend 2 sorcery points and roll an extra D4 to add to that, and still fail for fuck's sake.
You knew the risks.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yep.
You didn't
Okay,
listen to
so
yourself.
that's going to be 8d6 damage to both of us then. That's
30.
30 damage. So both Kai and the Avatar of Death have gone down.
The Avatar of Death kind of fizzles, like just whoosh. And once the fireball is cleared, there's nothing left.
Yeah,
I mean, Kai is obviously on the ground, but
if I'd done that turn 1, it would have worked.
yeah, it is good practice when we actually fight the Avatar of Death.
Yes.
Or how about we do? How about we don't? How about we don't?
So yeah, what's going on now, Matt? Is any other member of the party maybe like I just Nor got some cool stuff from this deck that I found. Maybe Nor would be interested to help.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Well, I'll be.
You're
I
the
still. I
DM.
don't have a stat block for level 9 Nor, so
God.
hold on a second. I wasn't prepared for this as short notice. Give me a sec.
Make a copy of Nor's sheets.
Do you know how long it's going to take for me to level him up, though? It's only 2 levels, but still.
I mean, it's also like rogues don't have to pick spells or anything. Rogues just get abilities.
I know, but I'm lazy.
Which is why you play martial classes.
Hey, I happen to enjoy martial classes.
I mean, I do too, but still. At least
Martial classes are for martial classes. Their purpose is so that you can laugh at the spellcasters when they run out of slots.
Exactly. Or
Yeah.
when there's a no magic bubble and you're like, haha,
Yes.
sucks to suck.
Yep. As you try and fail to destroy the non-anti-magic bubble.
Okay, well that's because an obsidian rock that the person that's died almost 18 times is the only one that saw it and he's like, that looks fragile, and everyone's like, yeah, you could break it. So I refuse to take the blame on that one.
But I will give it to you because it's funny.
Honestly, I'm trying to. All right. Well,
Wait, Matt. I have an idea actually, Matt. Could
yes.
you roll Kai's death saves on the dice you used on Thursday?
Well, you want me to roll using Innie's dice? Oh.
Yes. Roll
We
Kai's
weren't
death
doing
saves
anything.
using
We
Innie's
weren't
dice.
doing anything.
Yeah. Hey,
They were
guys.
doing everything, Your Honor.
There is literally no proof.
There's all
You
sorts
have
of proof.
several dice rolls. There was a chat made specifically for this nonsense, and you guys decided to go
we
do
were,
the Orenthia for the server. What is
No,
wrong
we
with you?
were what we were actually doing was we were rolling d20s and then placing bets on what the result would be. It's a fun game. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, we were trying to see
I'll
if
send
we
you
could-
I'll send you the recording, Tom.
Well, I still don't see any proof. Tom's just talking to himself in the Orenthia dice rolling area.
Have you guys already deleted your shit? No, you haven't. It's still proof.
It won't
Assholes.
let me delete this one roll. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Someone got it.
There's nothing there.
Anyway.
Yeah, no. There
Anyway,
is.
D&D, the real D&D.
Oh, so sorry, Tom, I deleted your message by accident.
My
Oh,
one
I mean,
message
No,
won't
I
delete.
deleted my message. I know I deleted
Oh.
the message anyway. So, you all wake up, all in various states, and yeah, the usual. You head down for breakfast.
Yeah. I'm first.
How
having
did
it.
everyone sleep last night?
Weird dream. I was fighting the Grim Reaper or something.
You shut it.
It's kind of like a crazy aspect of death.
There was a deck of cards, and no, you were there, and then I cast a fireball on the ground in front of me. God, there was a nightmare.
Can I roll to slap George?
Not even Kai. You just want to hit Joe.
Just so hard that it goes through the fourth wall and hits the player.
Roll to attack with a +11 modifier.
Yeah.
Tom's driving over as we speak.
You don't have a car.
30.
He's walking over as we speak.
You rolled a 30.
George,
We've
you
done
must
it.
slap
We've-
yourself.
George, you for some reason you feel this like ethereal just over your cheek.
George, I can't believe we
as
did it.
hard
We,
as you.
Yeah, no,
we
no,
successfully
Kai,
pulled them
George.
into the AU. We did it.
Oh no. Is this canon?
Use,
No, it's not.
Not Kai, sorry. Me in real life, I am going to use one of my legendary resistances.
That's not how this works. I need to roll
that's not how
damage
it
still.
Anyway.
Oh no, you don't.
Okay,
It's
and
just 1 damage. It's an unarmed attack.
Anyways, the true line D&D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The good ending, hopefully.
the main.
Oh, so can I heal Kai from the damage you took from that fire?
I don't know. Do you have any bandages on you? Anyway, so you guys wake up in various states. No, you're still a little bittersweet about yesterday. Gadron, you still have your full beard. Kai, you're still blue.
We're so down, chum.
And Lowry comes down and Lowry, how are you feeling?
Lowry looks like a bit of a mess. She's clearly woken up and just rushed straight downstairs. Guys, I'm really sorry to do this again, but can we go see my father?
Oh, did you get a letter?
No. It's gonna sound dumb, I know it's just a dream, but It felt more like a vision than anything else. Our house was empty, ransacked. My mother's grave had been dug up, and my father was nowhere to be found.
Well, I'm not one to go against your will if this is bothering you, but well, we're on the other side of the continent. How do you propose we get there? Sailing wouldn't help. He's in the middle of the landmass.
I know. I've not thought that far ahead yet. Let's send him a letter. If we get no response within a day, I'll work something out.
Yes, I'm worried about that.
It's going to take more than a day. Because
Yeah.
Osby can't teleport.
Right.
Oh my god, your bird can't teleport, Gadron? What are you doing?
It's not gonna have much
Osby,
control.
Osby just,
that was
Osby
out
just
of
sits,
character.
just sits there and just hides his face in Barnaby's pain, and Barnaby's like,
Yeah,
"Don't
and
worry,
speaking
I know
of-
how it feels."
Speaking of things that can't teleport.
I mean, I think majority of us fall under that.
Kai, as evidenced by the past, can teleport.
True.
Yeah, But not at will.
Yeah, not in, he just doesn't choose to direct.
He can't do it on command.
You know what? That. If
Yeah,
only there
no.
were a mechanic to like make the wild magic table something that you use like manually at level 20.
That's not what. Then it wouldn't be wild. It would be domesticated magic.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyway.
About how many days out are we from there?
From Ifena?
Yeah.
Well, he's not in Athena, is he? He's,
No, he is.
He's very close.
Osby is like
Sorry, no, I was-
he's already there. He's already at the. He's sitting there waiting patiently.
Okay, my question says, how many days out are we from where Lowri's dad is?
Well, if we want to walk straight there, keep in mind you're on the other side of the continent. It would take. Remember, it took you 1 week just to get through the forest. It would take you about 3.5 weeks at best.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I think, remember what happened last time we were in a situation like this, Loud? I think that if we need to get there, well, I believe Arthur might show up to help us once again, assuming at least his last little trick didn't leave him too spent.
alternatively, if I may, we do have the sending stones. We could hand one to Osby to deliver, and in
That
the
is,
meantime, we
that
could
is
head
true.
that direction.
That's an amazing idea. Yep, let's do that.
Alright.
And though, well, I don't want to take us away from all this just for her dream.
I think,
Let's take the sending
well,
stone to him, and we'll wait to see
yeah.
what comes from that, I suppose.
Yeah, you can see the Kai's kind of conflicted about the whole situation.
As is
Yes,
Gadget.
on one
Lowri.
hand, I would not see your father die. On the other hand, there's an evil man with the artifact of a god in his possession.
Yes, yeah, Lowri
Okay.
is.
Gadget has a thought. What if? Yeah, that because I said that that conch could teleport you across the sea. If we find it, then we might be able to cut that voyage in half.
That's true, actually.
Yes.
But then we come back to kind of square one, and the reason we came here, we have no way of finding him short of, well, kind of pointing to the eye thing again.
Yes, and
I mean, as you said, the thing teleports you anywhere in the ocean.
well, that's is that not if you can unlock its full potential?
I thought that was just what they can do now, and that the potential had far worse.
Tom, could you confirm?
Yeah. So far the conch. That's just the conch can do that right now.
Yeah. Yes, that's bad.
Look, it's fine. I can handle this. Let's focus on what's at hand, and then if we end up going near my father's house anytime soon, we will do just that.
May I make a quick request, Tom? Can we have a map update of where everything is at the moment, including us? Just so I have a better understanding of where we are.
That's gonna be that might be a teensy bit difficult because I don't have the media band disc computer. I kind of lost it, but
You could just do like MS Paint times.
Yeah.
you can just what?
You can
MS
just draw
Paint.
arrows in MS Paint.
I don't know if I got this paint. I don't know what it is.
There's no way you don't have MS
It's
Paint.
built,
Yeah,
it's
most
built
likely-
into it's
I
built
most
into
likely
this.
do. I just don't know where to find it right now.
Just-
Like-
Okay,
like
here.
just
I'll
search
do
MS
this. I'll open it
Uh,
in Paint for me, and then I'll stream, and you
never
can
mind,
tell
I
me
got
where
it.
we are.
Paint 3D. I got
Okay.
it. Paint 3D.
Oh, Paint 3D. Oh, yep. This is even
I
better.
We're gonna get 3-dimensional now. Tom, you'd better construct an entire like map of like the mountains and stuff.
Topography.
Okay, no. So, okay, I'm going to draw a very quick little white dot.
Basically, give us a "you are here," and where
Mr.
everything is.
Conway is.
Yeah.
It's times like these that I'm glad that Darkened Forest is only going to take place in a very thick grove of forests.
You don't need to map out an entire world. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we can gain a bit of information from the fact that it takes place entirely in the thick forest. Do not take Fireball.
I'm hearing me take Fireball. Although I can't take Fireball.
I don't think any of you could take Fireball.
But you know what we can take? A flint and tinder. I mean,
That is true.
torches.
But
Actual.
wait, no, guys. If one of us gets Wish, we can take any spell, level 1 to 8.
I got just wish the forest away.
And thusly the world starved to death.
Hey, we still have non-forest crops and fish in the ocean. Like
I meant
I'm sure we got
oxygen. Like you take out an
Hey,
entire grove of forest, you
seaweed.
accelerate,
Hold on,
you accelerate
Seaweed
global
doesn't-
warming by at least 12 centuries.
hold on. Moss and seaweed produce a mass amount of oxygen. I think we'd be okay.
Spencer, I have a question. Is climate change going to be the main villain in your campaign?
Oh, I bet if that would be amazing.
No, it's not. That's about the only detail I'll give you about the big bad evil dude from
But
Darkened
he's
Forest.
not. But he's not
Okay.
global warming.
So,
Yeah.
so let me
Guys,
tell you,
we
I
can-
looked
we
it
can
up.
pollute.
No, I looked it up, and we can get away with getting rid of all the trees because seaweed produces 70% of the total oxygen on Earth, so we'd be all right.
Oh, nice.
You failed to.
And not to mention, we
I
still.
don't think
we
you
also
realize
have
how much
moss.
30% is.
Okay, it'd be thinner, sure, but we also so that's 70%. Let me see how much moss produces.
Yeah, Matt, you're failing to account for one thing: the animals that live in the forest.
Well, who cares about them? There's the ocean.
You're saying this when you're the one playing a ranger and George is playing a druid.
Okay, well, there's still animals in the ocean. I can still be a ranger.
I'm
There's
changing,
crabs.
I'm changing subclass Circle of Wildfire.
Stop it! You guys are
So,
evil, you know that?
The two white
How is-
dots, one on the right is the
How
one
do you
where
do
you are
that?
now, the one on the left is where Lowry's dad lives. So it'd be about, okay, maybe I got it wrong, it's more like 2.5 weeks. Quadruin isn't that big of a...
Yeah, it's more like Europe in size as opposed to Asia.
Yeah, probably small, slightly smaller actually.
I think 2 weeks to cross the whole of Europe has been quite generous.
Given
You forget
where
we've
we
got
are.
Barnaby, the amazing, very fast, cool horse.
Thank you.
I mean, if we cast haste on him, certainly.
That would be
True,
magical.
if you cast Case,
Okay,
like,
fine.
you-
So far, we got Nor and Lowry are the only ones allowed to use Barnaby for travel at this point. Everyone else is just like, he's not good enough. So,
Well, Gadget's too big is the reason why he can't.
yeah. Small gang, where we at?
Are you sure? Is Barnaby sure he wants to make that threat towards the man who once nearly killed him and would do it again at a moment's notice?
What?
So, anyways,
Are you saying
alright?
this, are you saying
Anyway,
this in
D&D.
character or out of character?
Out of character.
So, anyways, D&D.
Yes, exactly.
Yep,
Alright.
yep, good call.
Well, I guess the most relevant question here is, where are we going to go now? I mean, some of you seem more confident than I about our capabilities and who we can deal with.
Well,
I have a
I
feeling
think if the woman isn't there, have faith that we can win. If not, if she is, however it's going, would be a death whip.
Well, she might be. She could theoretically be anywhere at any time. So yeah, that's kind of an equal risk regardless of where we go.
well, you're more right than you think. I don't know if I mentioned it, but when we did run into her back at Shadington, she mentioned to both me and Lowri that she was expecting us. She knew we'd be there, that we were coming. It's very clear at this point that she has her eye on us.
Well, yes.
I don't think in any way, shape, or form we could really escape that. And with her being able to manifest a form, seemingly wherever, I don't think it's something we can say isn't a threat unless we're there. I feel it might be a bit more of a persistent thing.
I'd say one thing to note more, which you missed, is that she said she was unable to enter Frostbacks anymore. And I was wondering if Frostbacks had some sort of force behind it holding her out, and if that was worth looking into next time we go there.
Well, Prospects is sort of a between, and once they're there, we can pretty much get just about anywhere. So, I know it's kind of silly considering we just left. Maybe that's where we head next.
Once we've dealt with other things, obviously.
Yeah, Gadget nods. Right now, I think it's in our best interest to try and head further inland and see if maybe Draglock went further in.
Yes,
Why would Drago go inland?
On Little Miss Whitelock's orders.
I suppose so. But well, I mean, whatever way we go here, we're acting off presumption and faith. There's no avoiding that.
Any move we make
that's
still predicted and known, so I guess all we can do is kind of pick a heading and hope for the best.
We should still give Mr. Conroy that sending stone.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Yes, my mental stability somewhat relies on it. She says in a joking manner.
Okay. Well, Osby's been waiting the whole time, so if you would like to give him a copy of the sending stone, you can.
Yes, we could. Lowri will split. You can split any of them, can't you? So Lowri can split hers and...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'll do just that then. I'll, split mine off, hand it to Osby.
Alright. He takes it in his beak, a little peck,
Oh,
and he flies off.
thank you, Osby. I'll kind of say as he floats away. Floats.
He just
Just goes up. Just no.
it's like those weird glitches where the model stays exactly the same, it just rises.
Yeah, just moves.
Well, no, it's how Dodo flies.
I must go. My people need me.
Literally.
Now that just made me think of Save the World, my final message. Goodbye.
My final message. That's
So
such a career.
So he's off. So So he's flying off all the way to Athena as fast as the wings can carry him. All right. So, what's your next decision?
Can I check the sand? The sand to see if to see what direction the forgettable four may have gone.
You can talk.
No, I'm going in the direction that they don't go.
Ah. Okay.
Because it's bound to be a better decision than what they're capable of.
Well, fortunately, they seem to be heading more inland. They probably had enough of all the coastal cities because they believe that those are all the places where they're going to end up finding you.
They're not wrong.
Yep. They're also not right.
That's true.
So,
Oh my god, that video.
Yeah, that's how I imagined it.
So you guys head back towards your ship.
well, I wasn't saying head in the opposite direction. I was thinking maybe a 90-degree angle.
Well, I mean, they're not heading towards the ship, I can say that much. So if you want to head back to your ship, you can. But if you don't want to...
I love the implication that if they were going that way, we'd be physically incapable of following.
Damn, we can no longer get to our ship.
Well, shoot, I guess we're stuck in the middle of a desert.
We have become landlubbers.
Oh no, my greatest fear.
I thought it was that one lady.
Well, it did.
Second greatest fear. Oh no, my greatest fear. I thought it was that lady. Oh no, my second greatest fear.
It's the no fear, one fear shit.
Except now it's one fear, two fears.
Yeah.
Red fear, blue fear. Anyway, I'm thinking, if they're heading west as the map would indicate, I think Gadrin's going to see about going south.
Seems sensible.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
So I assume you're all going to take a Barnaby.
Do we even have the wagon anymore?
Nope, it blew up.
No!
That's right. Well, one of us
Wow,
is taking Barnaby.
somehow the horse became even more useless.
Well, let me know when you're suffering from exhaustion from a days of walking in a desert. How useless my horse is.
Look, let's get going.
The horse saves you from situations, helps you overcome a problem that's entirely your fault in the first place.
And you know how great that is?
Gadget just pats Kai on the head. Come on.
I mean, if you ask nicely, maybe Gadron will drag you again.
I'll look at Gadrin. You do that, and I'm not holding back on spells.
Gadget just looks at him and says, "What if I carried you instead?"
Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
What if he carried you
I think
instead?
I think perhaps later. For now, I can walk.
Mercy. And alright. Yeah, come on then everyone. Let's find us a conch. So to the south they
And
go.
yeah, I will follow along.
I'll saddle up and let's go.
Okay, so you get on Barnaby. You get on Barnaby. And then do you say anything to him.
Just kind of the usual nod and pat. And...
Yes, much appreciated, Master. I do. That is always a very kind offer of yours.
No, I just kind of freeze, just like.
Excuse me?
Who said that?
It wasn't just me, right?
Gadget just looks at Barnaby.
Lowry's just like just frozen, just no movement. Sorry. Can you say that again for me?
Oh, I was just appreciating
Shut the
Master.
stop. Sorry. Hi.
Hello.
Can anybody
We
else
have
hear
met.
that? I know. Sorry. Wait
No.
a second.
No, just kind of turn to Kai. Eat it, Kai. My horse can talk.
No, you don't get to act like this is normal. Excuse me. Am I?
Kyle just like he's clearly bewildered a little by this, but he's trying to hide it. Still can't fly.
Listen,
Proceeds to fly.
Can you?
not yet.
Nor will smugly lean on Barnaby and look at Kai. Yes, Kai. Can you?
Get.
Wait, just wait a couple of months, Kyle Grano.
Gadget
No,
look.
excuse me.
Yes, a couple of months. That should be enough to meadow you out and hopefully have you learn to talk to people with a few more manners.
I'm sorry. Are we not going to talk about this?
No, yes, you don't get to act like this is normal. What?
Okay.
Sorry, Barnaby. I didn't realize you could talk. I don't think any of us realized you could talk. Can you explain this?
Well,
Some of us could understand
you
him
know-
without him talking.
yes, that is something I've noticed. To be completely honest, this is a much more recent development. You see,
How
that saddle
recent?
that you found the other day, I believe that may have something to do with it.
Yeah, Gadget looks up at Nor. Oh.
You know that.
Oh,
would
you're
make sense,
saying Kai is now reaching to take the saddle off. So what you're saying?
Nor is still sitting on the cat or on the saddle and just kind of looks at him. Don't even think about
You're
it.
not Kai. Removing that is very, very morally grey, and it's like a dark grey as well. Let's not do that.
Alright, listen, very clearly, at that camp, a lot of strange things happened. I feel like Barnaby talking is the lesser of them. I mean, Kai's blue. Gadron grew a beard out of nowhere. So, relatively speaking, I think it's not the strangest thing that happened.
Well, it's nice to have you with us in a more personal fashion, if nothing else.
I would have to agree with you. Communication is going to be far easier from this point onwards.
Yes.
Gadget looks down at his belts and
just has a sonic realization. Kai, that cape turns you blue.
True, genius.
I can't say I felt any magical properties coming from the cape, but yeah, Kyle, take it off. And yeah, I don't need the DM to say that nothing happened.
Yeah, no, and yeah, you're still blue.
No, it wasn't the case.
Gadget just looks down for a second.
all right then.
Anyway,
Nonetheless, I have to question what kind of person keeps such a treasure trove of items? It's exceedingly strange.
If I must remind you, these are the bladed vipers we're talking about.
And the bladed vipers, I would think would keep something a little more sinister than, you know, whatever made you grow that beard, whatever turned me blue. I mean, I suppose unless there's some kind of terrible curse to these items that we're not yet aware of, but truthfully, I could not see that happening.
Well, I'm no expert, but I get the feeling that belt does a little bit more than simply give a beard.
Yeah, Gadget blinks. Like what?
Well, I can't tell you exactly much. Even if I do now have the capability of speech, I am still just, well, a horse.
No, don't sell yourself short.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but there are certain facts that must be faced.
Yeah, Gadget just looks at Nor.
I just want to say, Nor's just like looks incredibly smug. Like you want to talk about people up on a high horse, you know? Literally, Nor right now. He's just like, all this time people been talking smack about his horse, and now it's talking.
I've been planning that ever since, like,
The fact that
I started doing that. I'm like, oh.
I mean, out of character, the fact that the horse is talking does not increase its capabilities as a horse.
Depends what you consider the capabilities of a horse to be. Also,
Yeah, it will make a much better emotional support animal now, though. That reminds me, Nor kind of lean over to Barnaby.
it took
Barnaby knows all of Nor's traumas.
Yeah, I was gonna say at this point, Nor will kind of have a realization, just kind of lean and whisper, Barnaby, as great as it is to have you talking and stuff, you know our conversations and stuff. Just keep those between us, right?
Just look at him somewhat incredulously. You've been sharing your deepest secrets with the horse.
Nor just kind of won't even turn to make eye contact. Just be like, "Well, I mean, to be fair, when I did talk to you about something that happened, you just kind of mocked me and Lowri and made it seem like we were just crazy."
Okay, the
Barnaby never
door's
did
a
that.
different story, alright?
Well, as I said, Barnaby has yet to do so. So I think I will continue to confide in Barnaby.
A horse can't call you an idiot, I see.
He just very quietly he turns around, and you've never seen a horse wink before, but he manages it. And he says, "Your secrets are safe with me, master."
Thank you, Barnaby. And give him a little pat, you know.
That feels good.
Anyway, so
as long as I'll kind of look pointedly at Nor. As long as no one with the will and ability to interrogate this particular horse comes along.
Well, just remove
why
their
would
saddle.
they try to interrogate a horse?
Yeah, I think most people wouldn't expect a horse to talk. So
I suppose. So I'll just look to Barnaby. In the presence of any enemy we face, be very, very quiet for your own sake.
He just is like a little in response.
I imagine it kind of looks like this.
Bruh. Out of character, it took every ounce of self-control in me to not immediately scream, "Why are you British?" Like as soon as I started talking. Britain doesn't exist here, so I can't say that.
There's been a million other British accents, and this is the one that confused you.
Yeah.
That's like saying, like, why are you British? Because your character has a British accent, for God's sake.
That's true, I suppose.
I think you'll find that's usually the accent found in Athena, but it can be found in various places in Mistroke as well. And in Prospax, and guess where you first hired Barnaby?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Prospax.
No, but Prospax, we've determined that Prospax is Greece, though.
It's Greco-English. It's Greekish.
Prospax is like England. It's a mix of about 60 million different countries.
I suppose.
That's more accurate to America, though.
I think you'll find London is pretty damn close.
Yeah, but they. So, but the Mestrakis curse in Greek, though.
No, you curse in Greece because your mother accidentally taught you that while you were sneaking downstairs and she didn't notice.
And the Mestrakis swear in French.
Yeah. They do. At least
I
an
think,
ability.
I think you'll find you got it the wrong way around. Actually, it's actually the French where metric is.
Which came first, Mistroke or France?
Ils sont que des voleurs.
Sacre bleu!
That's not what's all I said, but okay.
That's the French. That's how the French swear.
Yes, they all say sacre bleu no matter what.
Yeah, isn't it the law there or something?
Anyway, D&D.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
So Gadget, after all this, is just gonna... Alright, anyway, south! And just march on.
South it is.
Okay. Oh. I will say that is some of the best reactions I've had from you guys all campaign. I just like Nor's in
Also-
the middle of that, like, doing something roleplay, then I just hear Nye go, "What?"
Also, Tom, just so you know, I am taking fly next level.
Just
to
out of
get
spite.
balls.
Yes, purely out of spite.
Oh, God. Part of me's gonna
The
save your life.
power
I'm
of my
gonna feel so
hatred
guilty.
alone drives my flight.
This bird flies by pure force of anger alone.
By all known laws of aviation, Kai shouldn't be able to fly.
But he does so anyway, because he hates that horse. Anyway, back to D&D for the
Yes,
third
exactly.
time.
Yeah, right, okay. Not gonna lie, I didn't entirely plan, but I can think something up.
Wait, why are we in
you-
South again?
We were heading. Well, yeah, Gadrin's trying to kind of monitor, kind of go down the coast to see if he can find any leads on Dragok. This is an interesting silence that we have.
Before we head out that way, you might give one of those sending stones to Franklin in case something happens.
I already did.
He already has one.
Yeah, he's
Great.
got one.
That's how we're
you
gonna all speak.
always-
Alright. Well, in that case, suppose we should start heading out.
So you guys, you continue on through your journey southwards. Unlike before, you're not really sure of what there's going to be. So I'm gonna have to ask you guys to roll nature checks.
Does Barnaby get a nature check?
Well, with his wisdom.
I was gonna say, he's...
Sorry,
Hey, it's
no. Force intelligence.
Well, he's awakened, so
Okay.
I'll probably add something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, keep in mind, look at our rolls. We can't do too much worse.
Okay,
I love how you.
I'm gonna look up the awakened horse stats.
I love how I rolled a nat 1 and I still got the same as the guy rolled a 5.
Intelligence modifiers are some.
Yeah.
It seems like the only intelligence check that I'm actually good at is religion.
I'd say you're fairly good at logic as well.
That's not a skill check. That's a basic concept.
But if it was a skill check, you'd be the best at it.
It'd be double proficient even without being a rogue.
Okay, so he gains an intelligence of 10. So
Okay.
it's flat roll.
I mean,
No,
to be
I'll
fair,
do it. I'll do it.
he's got a greater intelligence than Nor.
And Gadrin.
And he beats out half the party in intelligence.
Oh wait, actually, I realized I got mixed up. It's actually supposed to be a survival check. So you can change the modifiers, which don't really change all that much.
I've rolled a whole 6.
I
Alright,
rolled,
in that case,
that means I rolled a 0.
Yeah.
that means I got a 6.
So
Okay, And yeah, unfortunately, the horse isn't that knowledgeable either.
Kai's not been wild camping before.
Nope. He's a city boy.
Yeah.
Just a city boy.
Oh god. I did not need. I did not need 80s music in my D&D game.
What are you talking about? Everyone needs that. So, it doesn't take very long before you guys are lost. Pretty much the only thing you can guess is that by this point, you may have crossed over the border to Vaglad by now.
I'll kind of look over to Gadrin. Do you have any idea where we might be headed? You're the one who's kind of forging our path here.
To Vaglad. Yeah.
Do you think we'll find them there?
I mean, it would make sense to me. He's already gone. He's already raided Mistroke, and he might. Yeah, and I have the distinct feeling he doesn't really want anything to do with Raphania. So Vaglad's the next best thing.
I suppose so.
Now the only question is where in Vaglad he is and where we're gonna end up.
Well, I suppose we could take the undertaking of trying to cover the entire coast, but that would be foolish.
If I may suggest, we do have contact down here, don't we?
We do, actually. I'll say a couple of points of it actually, but I'm not sure if either would be particularly able to help. I'm going to try one to meet one of them.
Well, when I'm referring to Tavros.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Tavros.
And his tribe. Depending on where they are, I guess we don't really know where they'd be, but with all their scouting
what?
and stuff.
Do I know what was it in the capital that of Vaglad that Biren's sister is?
That would be in the capital, in the far southeast at Mount Obsidian. You're still about a week or two away.
Yeah. And I had no idea where whoever the first name of the person who shared a last name with me was, do
I? No. But you do know... you do remember at the library you learned about one place that tells you about the source of that cursed magic.
Oh, the original book, yes.
Yes.
Whereabouts was that?
That is... Let me just find it quickly. Yeah, it's in Gold Tooth.
Yeah.
Which is somewhere here in Vaglad.
Well, there's a few places I would seek out here. The capital, the town of Gold Tooth. Do any of you remember where that name comes from? I'll turn to the rest of the party.
Gadget kind of tilts his head. Does the name of the town itself sound familiar to me?
Roll history.
Do we all make any checks?
I mean-
You can.
You're bound to do better than a 5.
Oh, well, hold on a second. This is history. I have a -2. Oh, well, I did better than a 5. Oh.
Okay, sorry, I was just, So... Nor, you... During your time hiding away in the Dragon Tavern, you have heard the conversation about Goldtooth. It's you didn't hear too many details. You just know that it's somewhere within the northwest of Vaglad, and it's a bit of a it's a mining town.
Well, if we're planning on heading to Goldtooth, that would be a little bit closer back towards Prospects.
Well, I will say it's this matter is unrelated to the mission at hand, but something potentially even more important.
I mean,
It's
it's a direction, which is better than what we have right now.
but yes, it concerns the source of my magic. I was told that the original book, the one which did not have its pages ripped out, and that I could, well, maybe it does have its pages ripped out, but in either case, if I can get in contact with whoever wrote it, then, well, I could potentially find out where this magic I'm using comes from, why the gods hate it so.
Kai, do you even have an idea of when this book was written?
Do I? Was there any hint to that at the library? You hear, Tom?
Yeah, no, as far as you can tell, no. The book that you had was kept in bad shape, but it didn't seem old.
Not too old, but at least it was still readable, and, well, all the pages that hadn't been ripped out were still intact.
Because we can still check, but it is entirely possible that whoever wrote it, especially if it's about forbidden magics and things like that, if they were found out, I'm not too sure they'd have lasted that long.
Aye, but the other counterpoint, if you write such a book, if you live in a town and you spend your time researching and writing a book on forbidden magic that even the gods hate, people aren't going to forget your name, are they? And as well, it's with the way books circulate, I think we'd be more likely to find someone with knowledge of those writings who'd read the book perhaps before it was so destroyed and defaced. I think we'd be more likely to find such a person closer to the book's point of origin.
I suppose so. Just, well, I suppose like
Maybe
you guys
worth
are saying, it's a
trying.
direction.
Well, who knows? Maybe it's a place Dragok has been sighted in. We're going blind on any matters relating to him at this point.
Right. Better than nothing. What direction are we heading?
I'll look to know.
Well, as I said, it's a bit more towards Prospects. I overheard bits and pieces of it, and if I remember correctly, it was more the upper northwest area.
Northwest. Okay.
So from where we are, I think heading straight west would be our best option. And Gadrin kind of checks the sun to make sure he's going the right way.
Are we in the northern or southern hemisphere?
I don't think we know.
In that case, you can't use the sun to determine.
Yeah, well, the sun rises in the...
Well, given how generally speaking, you do remember that as further south of here, it does start to get a bit colder. Because, well, south of here is Skaswax,
Yeah.
which is a frozen wasteland.
So
And
probably
there's quite a few
southern
mountain
then.
ranges. Yeah, this is in the southern hemisphere.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but I would know how to navigate by sun from all my time sailing, right?
Sorry?
I would know how to navigate by sun from all my time spent sailing, right?
Gadrin continues navigating, not knowing what the word hemisphere means.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense because you use the stars and the stars are still there. As long as you're aware of what time it is, it should be fine.
Yeah. So Gadget's going to confidently, all right, okay, west.
And he'll start marching that direction.
Okay. As you guys move forward, it unfortunately it takes about a full day, and you don't arrive at any sort of destination. And soon enough, nightfall reaches, and as far as you can see, you're nowhere closer.
Oh.
The actual direction towards Goldtooth, none of you are sure.
Yeah. Gadrin's kind of thinking, we might not have gone far enough.
But at this point, it's all getting late, and everyone is getting tired. Including Barnaby, who is not used to walking in sand. Since that's not always the easiest thing for horses to walk in.
Mm-hmm. I think it's starting to get a bit late. Should we set up camp?
Suppose it's unavoidable at this point.
I think it's our best option.
Yes, if nothing else, it's fairer for Barnaby.
Nor kind of hop off Barnaby. Okay, well, I guess we should go ahead and set up camp.
Okay. You all set up what you can. Have a few small rations.
I think we're going to need some watchers tonight, obviously.
I'm happy to take first shift.
Alright.
Okay.
As long as I get some rest, obviously, but I imagine I would.
Yes, I think we all shall. I'll take second in that case.
I can take last.
Kai smiles. Good. That means I don't have to go through the task of waking you up.
Yeah, Gadrin.
No, I'll grin at Nor. You can risk your life doing that.
What do you mean? I don't think Nor's ever had to wake up Gadrin.
Nope. Gadrin's woken up Nor, but
Yeah, I think both waking up Gantrid and being woken up by Gantrid are not things you want to be doing. He's well, let's just say if someone's forcefully shaking him awake, he might react on instinct sometimes.
I wanted to confirm nor deny that. And Gadget's just gonna lay down.
Nora kind of looked at Barnaby like, hey, do you think you could help me wake him up?
Barnaby just kind of looks towards Gadget, who almost immediately starts snoring, and then just kind of backs away.
I was afraid so.
I apologize. My legs are strong, but still quite fragile. And required.
Fair enough. Thank you again for carrying me today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Alright. Go ahead and get the usual setup for sleep then.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I will be right back 1 second.
Yeah.
can I just say how appropriate it is that like episode 1 of Quarrels of Quadruin will be
going to get to save Mr. Conroy, and the session where we meet Barnaby is that session.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Every time Barnaby gets an upgrade, Conroy's in trouble.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that
If you got to try and
You
use
get
that to like
Barnaby.
objectively argue that Barnaby.
if we get rid of Barnaby, Lowry's dad is always going to be safe.
True.
Cool idea.
A life
but
for
no.
a life.
Correlation does not imply causation, good sir.
Yes, but Kai failed.
Kai failed statistics, is that what you said?
Yes, Kai failed statistics.
True. He was more of a performing arts student than a science one.
Yeah.
And yet his intelligence is a +2.
He was good at
If
religion.
we're making Kai if we're making Kai an entire self-reflection of me, he loved maths except for the statistics part.
That is entirely understandable.
Yeah, Kai. I'm making a canon that Kai knows how to do calculus. If ever there's a calculus puzzle in this campaign, you've got your man.
Well, I can assure you there probably isn't because I'm not very good at calculus.
Yeah. I mean, I'm capable of doing calculus, I just don't care for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually like it's kind of after you know all the rules, it's just kind of like solving a puzzle, and I found it quite fun.
Is it just what actually is it? Is it just algebra, or is it slightly different?
It's not.
it's-
It's not. Like
No, it's not. It's not. It's aspects of algebra, but most of it is more complicated. Basically, it's figuring out the area under a curve, and there's a lot of different rules to how you do that.
Yeah, that's
There's a
screwed me
lot of
over.
curves out there.
It gets kind of wild.
That screwed me over during A level.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like calculus. Right up to calculus 2, I'm fine. It's when you hit calculus 3 that I'm just like nope.
I don't know what any of those are.
I think he means is in terms of the curriculum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
well, we
calculus
don't-
was so good, they not only made a sequel, but a sequel.
the calculus trilogy.
Yeah, the
critically
calculus-
acclaimed by the
mean,
panels of teachers that review
That's
it.
also
And critically lambasted by
fitting
literally
because-
everyone else.
It's like the difference between critic scores and audience
also
scores.
like- yeah, it is fitting because the whole like the sequels thing because if something is popular enough to warrant a sequel, the sequel is almost always going to suck.
Mm-hmm. Unless the sequel was planned in the first place.
Yeah.
Like no one's saying the Twin Towers was bad, or the Two Towers, not Twin Towers.
Or Empire Strikes
I
Back.
made
I
the
was-
same. I made the same thing.
You accidentally called Two Towers and Twin Towers.
Yeah, and they didn't let me live it down for like 3 years.
Oh gosh.
But at least, I mean, to be fair, mine was not
I
quite as
saw
my mistake was not quite as heinous because I was just like, oh yeah, that the second book, the Twin Towers. Whereas, what did you just say? The Twin Towers wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Imagine there actually is a movie
really.
called Twin Towers that got like a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean, I'm surprised no one's made like one of those incredibly annoying romance movies based off of that kind of disaster. Like, we have like
I'm back.
Pearl Harbor, we have Titanic. Where's the 9/11 one?
What?
Please no.
What did I miss?
Don't worry. Don't ask that question. And
Yeah,
We'll
you
just
didn't-
keep going.
um,
So, but anyway, D&D.
You didn't mention the
George,
most
George,
noteworthy romance novel based on disaster though.
George, no! George, no!
Is that a
Oh.
thing?
it better not.
This is the thing.
This entire exchange is going to be censored in the video, okay?
Okay, well, like I said, sorry I had to step away. My Hidden
Ready?
Valley Ranch Crocs arrived, so I wanted to get them.
We need pictures.
yeah.
All right, let me get a
You
picture of
need
them.
to-
These are grade A.
Great. Eh?
1 second.
I don't think grade A and Crocs should ever be within the same sentence.
I know, right?
What if it's true though?
I mean, might be grade A on the Croc scale.
Spencer, I didn't realize you were so dedicated to the YouTube ad revenue.
I mean, I'm not, but I have standards.
Can I have a cut?
Okay,
Oh.
post your pick.
This is more important than D&D. This is Wrench Crocs.
D&D is temporary, Crocs are forever.
Exactly. Ranch Crocs are even more forever.
Ranch Crocs are eternal.
Exactly. They will outlive you, and that's a threat.
They already have outlived you. That's how eternal they are. They do not exist within the same timeline.
Alright.
There is no question of it. They have outlived you.
Alright, I'll throw this in general here. Behold the drip.
Oh my god, I hate it. Oh, but in like the best way possible.
Someone walks out. Someone walks in with those Crocs on and not being ashamed of it. You know not to mess with them.
Yeah, you better wear those in public.
Oh, absolutely. I'm debating on getting like the sweatpants and hoodie that's Hidden
So,
Valley
Nye,
Ranch.
Oh my
Just have a
god.
whole thing.
The whole ranch
quick
outfit,
question,
the whole
Nye,
the ranch grip.
Quick
Yeah.
question, Nye. How bad are these Crocs on a scale of Norse Shelter to 10?
Oh, the build quality on these is amazing. They just look awful.
It's the aesthetic quality that she takes issue with.
At least these Crocs are functional.
Oh wow. Oh gosh.
We'll remember that.
You'll come to my house and kick me to death with the ranch Crocs.
I'm gonna come in with the whole ranch getup.
Nor's going to get
I'm the guy who's gonna
Don't
kick
get
your
to-
house down with the Crocs. I'm gonna get my guys to make
To
a
build
Croc-based wrecking ball that's gonna kick your house down.
Yeah, kicking
Just hit my
people.
mom.
He says what we're all thinking.
I just imagine just hearing a knock on the door and I was just like, nah, there's someone here that says they're your friend. And then I just hear like violence. And then I peek out my room and my mum is lying on the floor and you're just stood there in full ranch getup. Just like it's over.
You
baby.
hear like this. You hear like the strings from Psycho.
Yeah, and my life is over. Like
The-
I like
That's how the murder mystery starts.
He just lunges towards you, and immediately you see the "you died."
literally. Oh my god. And then like the police are there and they're just like, we have found a body covered in a ranch. That is it. How has this happened?
Sounds horrifying.
That's an episode of CSI waiting to happen.
It sounds like an episode of like Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency or something. Just
Oh
some
my
really
God.
weird, like unexplainable murder thing, just slightly quirky.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Anyways, D&D.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, so everyone is going to sleep except for Nye.
Yes. I feel like I want to make the most of this, and if I can have a conversation with Barnaby. Though if he's gone to sleep, I won't disturb.
He might also be resting.
Yeah, he's he did not volunteer for the watch, so he's just resting because
Fair
he's
enough.
walking and
Already
carrying one or
has
two
been-
things.
Being able to talk for one day already not pulling his weight.
Hey, look, he's got several bags on him. I think you'll find, and a person. That's more than
Yeah.
what you're carrying, Mr. Negative Strength.
That's true.
Alright, let me know once.
At least he
Barnaby
doesn't
is
get winded
coming
2
out.
seconds after climbing a hill.
Ooh,
Ooh.
burn!
Let me know once Barney's taken down an entire ship of bladed vipers in one spell slot.
Why do you keep calling him Barney? It hurts me.
That is his
That's
name.
the point.
Anyways, D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, for the 5th time now.
So,
Oh.
you are Uh, part of you is still worried about what you saw in that dream. The memory of the desk, the box, the letter you couldn't read, the garden. It's a little hard. It's hard to think. And as you do that, you hear some sort of ringing.
I hear a ringing.
From your pocket.
Is it the rock?
You can check.
I will check. I proceed to reach into my pocket and see.
And you take out something that seems to be shaking, and yes, it's the stone.
Yo, the sending stone's on vibrate.
It sort of has like a mental ringing.
Yeah.
It basically rings in the head of whoever owns it.
Yeah.
I kind of immediately. Maybe I'm getting my hopes up, but I kind of rush to answer the rock.
Okay.
So
you press it, put it to your ear, praying that it's your father. And sure enough, you do hear. Hello! I am human.
Where did you get this?
Who gave you this number?
No, fuck it. No, this is not a joke. Where's... This is... Please, I'm very stressed out right now, and I could really do without you. Do you just have anything to do with my father?
No.
This was the worst time... What? Why are you like this?
I'm human.
How did you get this? Please leave
Because
me
I
alone.
am human.
Look, right. If I ever hear from you again, I'm going to call the authorities on you. I'm going to tell someone, because you may think you're some immortal god or whatever, but there are people that can stop you.
No, there isn't. I cannot be stopped.
Why have you dedicated your life to hurting me? What did I do to you?
I am human. That is all.
I hate.
He's already hung up.
He calls, makes confusing accusations, refuses to elaborate, and leaves.
Yeah.
The Sigma human mindset.
The Sigma.
The Sigma human.
God.
Okay. Lowri just kind of sighs, puts the rock down, and just kind of goes back to trying not to think about trying to not think about Human or her father, just
looking around.
Yeah.
Alright, roll perception.
Oh. Okay.
I am so sorry you have to go through this night.
It was going to happen.
It was 20.
Good.
My anger has only sharpened my senses.
Weirdly enough, everything seems to be in a huge shade of red. Before you realise, oh wait, no, you just burst a blood vessel. From your sheer rage. I love how that's literally twice in the same session I've just had Lowri go, what? This is just a let's terrify Lowri day, I just realised. I'm so sorry. There's the dream, there's Whitelock, there's Barnaby talking, and now this.
Oh, she's having a day.
I'm sorry, but if it had to be anyone, it's you because you have the most personal hatred with Human, and it's too good to. I'm sorry, but not really because
Oh,
it's hilarious.
it's amazing. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Anything a shout to make Lowri angry is always fun because her
Yeah.
anger is just not anger; it's just pain.
We waiter at the D&D do not condone online trolling. We do, however, find it hilarious.
Yeah.
We do a little trolling.
Larry gets to be a little bit trolled as a treat.
Just a little bit of trolling.
Yeah. So you look around, and it seems your shouting may have invited a few unwanted guests.
Ah,
Did it wake up any of the rest of the party?
Um, everyone roll a con save.
uh,
10.
uh,
Okay, except Lowry.
Uh,
Except Lowry. Except Lowry.
oh,
Just to see
I'm.
if you did wake them up.
Oh, I thought you were like implying that we'd just been poisoned or something, and I was very worried.
About
I
to
was
deal
like,
with the worms from
excuse
Tremor.
me, what has happened?
No.
Gadrin kind of shuffles a little bit, and everyone's just kind of like wait. Everyone else wakes up quietly. Just goes, what in the like all the yelling.
Yeah, Kyle just kind of gone to Lowry. Is everything okay?
No, mm, yes. Don't worry about it. Sorry, did I wake you up? I've just,
You're shouting a lot.
uh, just feeling very emotionally charged all of a sudden. Don't worry about it. I'm fine now. Thank you for worrying though, and I'm sorry I woke you up.
I won't make an insight check because I feel like Kyle's too tired to be doing any of
Yeah.
that.
Unfortunately, as I mentioned, you do have some uninvited guests.
Yeah. Do we see the uninvited guests?
I doesn't. Kyle's going straight back to sleep.
Okay, you're lost.
No, kind of stir up. I get what you mean. So, what exactly was? What actually is bothering you?
No, oh no, I have worded this very badly. It's I appreciate you worrying about me, but it's nothing like that. I'm not feeling down or angry or anything. I just okay, fine. Human called me on the rock. I think that's all I need to say.
No, just kind of looks at you for a second, just processing.
Kyle kind of like bolt back up at this. He told you?
Yes, he's got a rock somehow. And this now just means that he can just I don't know if this rock is worth it, to be completely honest, because if that means I have to live with him being in my ear every moment of every day, it is not worth it.
Well,
Genuinely.
could always
My
just
my suggestion. Let's yes, let's deactivate the whatever stone he has. If we know which it is, we deactivate it. If
I'm not mistaken, only the one holding it can deactivate it.
no, the one who created it can.
To be honest, I don't think he even has a rock. He's, you know how powerful he is. He's probably just.
Yeah, well, the rest of my suggestion was that next time we meet, let's kill the bastard.
Oh, I genuinely.
Friendly reminder that not last time you tried to kill him, he just ate the attack.
That was
Genuinely.
The creature eats rocks and explodes hearts. I don't think we should try and attack him.
Wait, where'd you get the explodes hearts from?
Remember
The
the heart to the imp heart that Gadron showed, and he just blew
Oh,
it up
yeah.
in his face.
Oh yeah, true. That was the first meeting.
Yep.
Well,
So long ago.
we'll, we'll consider it an experiment then. How does this man, maybe he can eat rock, maybe he can blow up hearts. How will he react to being blown up?
Okay, but counterpoint. What if he just blows you up before you can? We have enough enemies, enough things to keep an eye out for. I really don't think we should add another to the list if we can be avoided.
Speaking of enemies,
Perhaps.
I hate to metagame, but
Well, doing something like that to Lowry in a time of distress is not something I'm prepared to let go quite that easily.
It's fine. I can handle it. He's not something to deal with right now. He's something to deal with when at least the worst 10% of the people in the world have been dealt with.
Well, that I can. Yes, I can definitely agree there. So long as we do it eventually.
Yes. Please.
Like I said, some uninvited guests have arrived.
I did ask if
Yeah.
we saw anything.
Yeah, you guys do look up, and there are what appear to be two large scorpions coming towards you.
Lowry, I think
I-
that's a little
I-
pressing.
What? And then I'll kind of turn around and look. Yep. Sorry. Let's focus on that is more important right now. Yes.
Kai looks at them and breathes a sigh of relief. Not wolves.
Are these big scorpions or just regular scorpions?
You look closer, and it turns out they're only half scorpions.
Don't like the sound of it.
Awful.
Yeah, that's
which half?
The bottom half.
Okay, well,
is a scorpion.
my answer still stands. How big are these things?
In terms of length, they're about 1.5 times the size of Barnaby. And Barnaby's a draft horse, so that's pretty big.
I'd like
Say
to
it one more
remind
time.
everyone that Gadget is still sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah, Kai's gonna be waking up.
Yeah, Kai's now fully awake and ready
Yeah.
for this.
So, I missed the size
I
thing.
About 1.5 times the size of Barnaby.
Oh, that's alright.
And there are
large.
2 of them.
Yep.
Yes,
I think
they are
Kai's
indeed
kind of
large
immediately,
creatures.
before they've kind of had the chance to engage, Kai's gonna snap his fingers and cast Mage Armor on himself.
Can I
Okay.
try and dive for cover
Um,
and kick some
Roll.
sand at Gadron to try and wake him up?
go ahead, roll for stealth.
Oof.
You sort of try to,
We're in a desert.
yeah, you try and like dive under, but the sand ends up being a little thicker than you expected. So, what you
Does
see
throwing sand at
approach
Gadron wake
you
him up?
is what you see approaching you is like I said, the bottom half is almost like 100% scorpion, 8 legs, a large stinging tail. It's when it gets to where the head would be that things get interesting. Because it's somewhat similar to a centaur, but you can see it's wearing armor, gold plated armor, or at least that's how it looks. Wielding wielding several weapons. But if you look very carefully, you'll notice its head is still it looks like it's wearing a helmet, but underneath that is still a very insectoid-looking face with mandibles.
Oh no, it's the Killix.
Have I seen
The
it?
AU is becoming real.
If I can have you guys roll nature or religion.
nature or religion.
Yes.
Ah.
I ain't got no idea because I'm asleep.
Yeah, no, you're not bothering. You're
I
still
said,
just like.
yeah, I mean, has Kai succeeded in waking Gadrin?
Uh, I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing afterwards.
Okay.
So, no, another brief flashback appears. Lowri, you've read about this very briefly in your dad's notes. This this isn't really a creature so much as a sort of. It's almost a type. It's one of the many sort of Vareed demons. Some of, not all of which were cast into the hells. A few of them are still wandering around. This doesn't mean that this is an attack from the cult of Vareed. Don't worry.
You act as if they would be competent enough to tame one of his creatures.
Yeah, true. So, with that said, everyone roll initiative. Oh, and the name of this is called a Tlinkali. Tlinkali. I will type it in somewhere. No, I'll put it in general.
Yeah, the ascending initiative order.
So imagine. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense that I roll a 6 when I'm asleep.
Yeah, I do think you are actually going last. Yes, you are.
Hey, canonical evidence.
At that point, I would have basically just added like a skip turn, but because you're going last, I suppose it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You are still asleep. This is going to be a missed turn. You're going to have to take an action to wake up. I'm done with the with the easy boy wheels.
I mean, it makes sense. I do still have plate armor plus 10 to attack and
I mean,
inability
I think,
to die.
it also makes sense for Tom to be putting on the mean shoes now, because well, you witnessed your first ever slaying of a player on Thursday.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's payback time. I mean, the fight itself isn't hard. You guys just ended up setting yourself up with a bit of a disadvantage. Yeah. Okay, here's the initiative order. Sorry, Kai, I forgot to capitalize your name.
He doesn't deserve it.
With all of his comments towards Barnaby, of course not.
Exactly.
You think a mere lack of capitalization will stop me?
Oh, it's only the start.
See, little did you know these scorpions have.
Okay.
I say, little did you know these scorpions have pet wolves.
You know, George, the way you said, well, what makes you think that could stop me just reminded me of the Henry Stickmin collection of Pontoni Festona Stop Me.
Okay, so the large one is going to go ahead and aim for Lowri first. And it's going to take a large chain that is covered in spiked. And it is going to... It's going to roll a 22.
Ah, that does just about hit. Yeah.
And there's no idiot to save us now.
Yeah. Nothing
And
but fear is
it rolls 9 piercing damage.
Ah, okay.
And I'm going to need you to roll a strength or dexterity save.
Two attacks. Ah.
Okay. And you do that, and it's going to charge towards you and try and hit you with the sting. 19.
Perhaps. Do I need to roll against it? Or
No, this one is just a. So it just hits you for. It hits you for 4 piercing damage. So it just grazes your arm, and you can feel a numbing pain. As you also take 13 poison damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Ah.
Well, this is where the assassins get their poison from. And then they distill out all the elements that make sure the target doesn't die.
Okay.
I am rolling well.
This is also where I got the poison from in Paracosm.
True. Oh wait, as in like this is. Wait,
No,
yeah, you are.
No.
It wasn't.
I got it. I took it.
It's a different realm.
I took it from. Yeah, no, I took it from.
Okay. So that's its turn done. So you're able to just you can feel it hurts a lot, but you're able to shake it off. You've dealt with worse poison with your old man's lab alone.
Heck, she even fell unconscious to the assassin that one time.
Yeah. Compared to that, this is nothing.
God, we're having so many callbacks the day after the pilot gets uploaded.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
Okay, so
now it's
it's on to me. Okay, could you just briefly describe kind of the battlefield? Is it forested area?
We're in the
Well,
desert.
it's in the middle of a desert.
Oh, okay. And so, basically, what I am asking is, I know one of them's kind of by Lowri now, but could I have a fireball in such a way that it wouldn't hit Lowri?
Remind me the size of fireball.
Kinda, I think it's 20-foot diameter.
20 foot.
Oh, sorry, no, 20-foot radius. 20-foot radius.
Okay. So the thing is, when Wizards of the Coast use radius, do they mean that's the full size, or that's like the size of a half circle?
That's
what radius means.
Radius is
the
the
whole
distance from the center
yeah,
to the edge.
radius is,
Yeah. Okay.
yes. So it's
Yeah,
half the circle. But yeah, if I would be placing it quite far away.
Unfortunately, the golden one is still too close for Lowri, but the silver one is a little further back, so you can aim for that one if you wish.
Okay. We're about to long rest. I think I can. I'll fireball the silver one. I've got a spot for it.
Alright.
So yeah, silver one was going to have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Right then, let's see here.
Which one did you attack?
Rolls a natural 20.
Silver. Okay, so it takes 12 damage then.
Well, fire damage.
Yep. God, my Wi-Fi is terrible again.
we can hear you fine, to be honest. I've not noticed anything.
Oh really? I keep cutting out.
Oh.
Perhaps it's a you problem.
And like also sending my messages is taking like a year.
I was gonna say maybe it's just receiving and not sending, but
Okay,
No,
so you're
yeah, my
do I
dog's
need
probably
do I need you to
taking
roll a? Okay, so he takes half of that, so only 12 damage.
Oh yeah, 12.
And because he rolled a nat 20, I need you to roll a d100.
Oh. Is this a magic sword or is it something else?
No, it's something else.
45.
Oh wait, no, actually I misread. Never mind.
Oh, okay. So disregard.
It's for spell attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, normally it's only on that one side activated on saves.
Okay, and yeah, you don't get a magic surge. Which means, Lowry, your turn.
That's
You
the end
avoid
of my
being...
turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the end, you said? Or it is? Yeah.
No, it is the end.
After having struggled through that, Lowry is going to, if they're right next to her, then she's going to just go ahead and use a rapier.
Alright.
Plus 23. I am rolling really well today.
Yeah, you're doing good today. That hits.
That's 1d8 plus 5. So that's 11 damage, and then she's gonna get kind of cast Frey a small kind of pellet and get him to fire it for his turn, casting Fairy Fire. That's a 20-foot cube. Can he get both of them?
Unfortunately, he kind of swerved around, so no.
I will try to just get the golden one there. So they need to do a dexterity saving throw. Hello?
Yeah, dexterity
Sorry.
save.
14 is the DC.
Okay. Jesus Christ, this dice is amazing. You rolled another natural 20.
Bruh.
So what happens on a fail?
Nothing. They just don't get gamed. It's fine.
Oh yeah, it's very flat. It's very flat. Yeah, the silver one, it kind of just jumps out the way. Nor, onto you.
Alright, I will go ahead and pull out my my rapier and go and try and help take down the... It was the gold one that's up in...
Everyone's business.
Up in my face,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, first, I'll yell at Gadron, Gadron! Things to kill! Get up! And kind of kick sand towards him. Like, when I turn to run, I kind of kick sand at him to try and help stir him up.
Okay.
And I will move in to attack.
Right, so you don't get advantage, unfortunately.
Right. That's not me, so if I do hit, I can get the sneak attack.
But yes, because Lowry's there.
24.
It hits.
Alright, so that's gonna be...
Seems like the only single digit rolls have been to try to avoid waking up and to avoid getting lost. This has been a very high rolling session.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
Including the
yeah,
enemies.
geez, oof. That was the gold one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did a number. You managed to get him right in the shoulder. Just... And what are you gonna do now? As your cunning action,
Yeah,
if anything.
no, I don't think I really do anything other than try and help get him back.
Quick question: do you have daggers?
I do.
You can make an offhand attack
Can
if you wish. Oh wait, no, sorry, not with a rapier.
No,
I was gonna say.
That would, it only works with either daggers or with possibly shorts.
Is that something rogues can do either way? I thought it was quite
I think it's something most people can do if you do it with light weapons.
It's just that
Right.
only dual weapon fighters can get the ability modifier added to the damage.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they get proficiency on it. Well, not proficiency, or they can do it with other weapons.
That makes sense.
Alright, yeah, that'll be it. Then I'll just try and get his attention away. So did it work? Is Gadron finally waking up?
Well, first it's the silver one's turn, so it's going to go ahead and it sees what you do. No, actually, it sees what Kai did to it, and it's just gonna cuddle up to you, and it's gonna try and get you with the chain. And unfortunately, it only rolls a 13. I'm going to assume it's a failure.
Yes, that misses.
Okay, and it's going to see that it's going to. It does have one extra attack. It's going to go ahead and hit you with a stinger. I'm going to assume a 25 hits.
Yes. There's one thing I can try, but I don't think it'll be worth it.
Okay. Well, it rolls. It rolls 4 piercing damage plus.
Okay. Do I need to make a con save?
First, you take 15 damage of poison.
Right.
And now you make your con save.
Okay. I think. Hold on.
You just barely
Yeah.
succeed. You succeed.
Nice.
Yeah. Again, you just able to. There's the magical blood within you is able to shrug it off.
Yeah.
You can feel something affecting you, and then you just get out.
Yep.
Gadron, you wake up. And that's the end of your turn. On to the gold one. And it's going to go ahead and once again, it's going to try and grapple you, Lowri, with the chain. Rolls a natural 20. It seems these guys are also rolling well.
Yes, and if everybody rolls well, then no one rolls well.
Yeah. So you take 10 piercing damage, and unfortunately I made a mistake. You have to roll a flat strength check. There's no dex involved.
I think the roll that I think the roll of 19 would have succeeded anyway from before. So
True. Yeah, but I need you to roll another strength check for me, Lowri.
Oh my
No,
god.
you're still fine. You are rolling incredibly well, and it's going to try and hit you with the stinger.
Hmm.
The fuck? Rolled another nat 20.
My god. Oh, curse these dice. Why are they so good?
Yeah, I wonder if the universe is just feeling the effects of Ennie's passing.
You take 15 piercing damage.
Tom,
I am
small.
Wait, am I?
Wait,
Hold
Tom,
on.
small rolling question, Tom.
Yes.
If I was to use my bend luck feature, when another creature you see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can use your reaction and spend 2 sorcery points to roll 1d4 and apply the number rolled as a bonus or penalty. Would that negate the fact that it's a nat 20?
No. It would only negate the fact that it might hit or not.
Right. So with an
It is still a nat.
difference.
No, unfortunately not. But unfortunately, you are going to take a lot of damage, especially with the poison that's coming.
Hmm. Okay.
27 poison.
I'm down.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm scared of using this dice now. Black D20. Clearly, it's dangerous.
Power is too great for any one man to use.
Yeah, so you're down,
Yep.
and it just gets you with your. It just stabs you with its tail, and you can feel it. You can feel the venom pulsing through you, and it just knocks you right out. Kai. On to you.
My turn? Okay.
Yes.
Yep, well, I am going to, up cast to level 3, I'm going to cast a Chaos Bolt, and spend 3 sorcery points to twin it, so it targets both of them. And expend my Tides of Chaos against the gold one to give myself advantage.
Okay.
Pulling everything out.
Yeah, you see
So
it.
against... Oh, damn, that... Oh, it's because I've been rolling in the other server, that's why I did
This
that.
is
24 to
why
hit.
you don't do the AU.
No, we'll just do the AU in this one, so that's fine. 24 to hit on that one.
It hits. So that's towards the gold one.
Yep, and hold on, let me get the charted damage types. So that is going to be, as soon as my Wi-Fi catches up, 19 force damage against the first one.
Okay, so it's got its tail in before being knocked right out by a
Yep.
blast of energy straight from you and your angry hands.
Is it still going?
It's still standing. It's looking very weak, but it is still standing.
I'll just kind of call out. You'll take that one more, and I think and then yeah, I'll do the other attack. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Oof.
23. Yeah, it makes sense because both of them. Because it will be the same for both of them. 23 force damage to this one.
Okay. Alright. So this one's also looking a bit rough around the edges, but still standing.
And then I am going to
Roll your d20.
give Nor. Oh yes, that first. Ooh, close. But yeah, I'm now going to give Nor his sneak attack, and I'm going to take a risk here, and I'm just going to charge at the gold one, stopping
just to give him a
5
sneak.
feet.
Well, I was gonna say, there is also still a chance for me to hide.
Yeah, but if you hide then immediately attack, it's going to be a bit of a weird order. So you won't be able to avoid any attacks penalty. But anyway. So yeah, now
Rogues don't need to avoid attacks. They have like
Now
all
it
of
is your
the
turn.
ability. The half damage.
Nor, it's your turn.
Alright,
No attacks of opportunity?
No, it's only
No.
towards.
Entering range doesn't give attacks.
But you were right next to the silver one, I thought.
No, I
running
wasn't.
to the
I was never. No, I was right. I'm running to whichever one Nor's next.
That would be the gold one actually.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
yes,
that
you
was
would
my
take
turn.
an attack of opportunity from the silver one.
But wait, no. Was the silver one near me?
The silver
silver
one
one
on you attack.
is trying to
Okay.
attack you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In that case, disregard. I won't do that.
Okay, fine. Unfortunately for you, Nor, that means you won't be getting a sneak attack, at least by the flanking rules.
I will go for a trying to kind of hide here.
Okay,
my bonus
roll for
action.
stealth. Still hide right.
At the same roll, okay. Clearly cannot hide from the scorpion, so
You're in the middle of
You just kind
of a desert too, Barry.
yeah. I did get waken up with like basically fresh out of a nap, so very tired as well. So I will just do an outright attack here, I guess, with my
Okay.
rapier here. 18.
That hits.
Right, I believe it's 9.
Okay. Gold one.
Did Lowri roll a death save?
No,
Well, yeah.
Larry, please roll your destiny, please. And I allow you guys to see it.
We don't need the stress.
14.
All right.
Good news to start.
And with that, it is the silver one. It's gonna do it. It's going to try and grapple you again. It rolls an 18 to hit.
Shield.
So he rolls his chain and it just... Anger is going to run at you and try and sting you. It rolls a 17, which is less, so it's also kicks. So it just starts, it's like just slamming against you, thinking it's got the upper hand after what his brother did, but you're still holding strong. Gadron, you're awake now.
Yeah,
God, I love you.
I just saw.
Woken up and you just saw Lowri get taken down. Nor try and kick up some sand into its face, and Kai is shielding himself.
Yeah, so Gadron's gonna go for the one that downed Lowri, just like, hey! 16.
Hits.
All right. And I'm going to expand an octahedron of dominance to make this a. Let's make this a pushing attack. Yeah, we'll knock him back a bit, make him feel the weight of his sins.
Oh, okay.
So that's 13 slashing, and he has to make a DC 16. Hang on, let me look at pushing attack to make sure I'm getting this right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The target is. If the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you push the target up to 15 feet away from you.
You cut out.
Yeah, if the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you push the target up to 15 feet away from you.
And you do exactly that. It only rolled a 6.
Just like
Which one are you pushing?
the gold one. I just kind of.
Question, now that it's moved out of my range, do I get an attack of opportunity?
It's not how it works, unfortunately.
Dang it. I didn't think so, but it's worth an ask.
It willingly moves out of range.
Yeah.
It specifically says when it moves out of range, not travels.
Dang.
The wording is very different.
Yep, and Gadron's going to chase after it and continue his assault.
Okay.
Oh!
I knew that was coming this way. I just didn't know when. I knew one of you was going to get nat 20. It was either going to be Gadget or Nor.
Alright, no empowerment this time. It's just going to be a straight 16 slashing.
So you push it back and it recovers as usual, and it looks up just in time to see you jump towards it and slash it, cleaving its upper body in half.
I like to imagine it's like X-Scissor where it just from either side of its shoulders it just cuts it apart.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It's just been reduced to. It's basically got like what? It's basically got like half, like one. It had the half of its head and its arm taken off, and another half of its arm and head taken off, but done in a really weird, disgusting way where it just splits into 4 different pieces and just flops along with the rest of the body. And it is down.
And I'm now going to expend an action surge to get the one that's next to Kai.
Okay.
$28.
That hits.
And this is gonna be another octahedron spent to make it a getaway attack.
Okay.
14 slashing this time.
Right. Go ahead again.
Yeah, did he make his strength save?
Oh, oops, sorry. He rolled a 9, so no.
Another boom! And then
You can see the tracks being left in the sand.
yep. Got a couple more attacks in me.
Of course you do, you're a fighter.
And that's a nat 1.
Roll a d100 for me.
85.
Okay, that happens.
One more time.
One more time.
There we go.
I'd say that hits, yeah.
That is going to be another 8 slashing damage, and that'll be it.
Okay. So, it's been pushed away with you right next to it. Kai, what do you want to do?
How weak's it looking?
It's looking pretty bad, especially after Gadget's been through it. It's bleeding out in a few areas.
Right. So, kind of doors of death, kind of bad.
Not quite,
Okay.
but it's looking pretty beaten. It needs. It would be.
Yeah.
If it were a player, it'd be begging for a long rest.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Kai's going to risk spell here, considering that would take me. Yeah, that would take me out of like opportunity. That would take me into opportunity attack range to not have disadvantage on a spell. So Kai is going to pull out that magic dagger he was given a while ago, and just kind of try and ram it into it. The scorpion. 24.
Okay. That hits.
6 damage.
Okay. It's still not. Well, still not out.
And then I think he'll like probably just not retreat far enough that it would get an opportunity. Actually, wait, is it prone?
No, it just got
No,
knocked
we're
back
just-
15 feet.
Okay, so maybe yeah. So I'll just stay there. Leaving a door to finish it off.
Right.
I just had an idea.
What?
In the future, when we're displaying the initiative order, use a thread.
Ooh, that would be good.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
I like that. Yeah.
that's the first ever useful use I've seen for threats.
We've made D&D easier to keep track of.
Yeah. But yeah, in any case,
Yeah, I think Lowri needs to make another death save if I'm reading the room correctly.
oh yes.
Go ahead, Larry.
There. So that's 1 success and 1 fail.
Okay.
Alright. Seeing Gadron just kind of mow down one, and you move to the other one now, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Things are probably under control, so I'll move to stabilize here. That'd be fingers crossed. 9.
Unfortunately, that's not enough.
Alright, that's pretty much my turn then.
Okay.
I think it's its turn now.
But however, we're all around it.
Yeah. You're all surrounding it, and it's gonna go ahead and try and grapple Gadget.
It is it?
Bad choice.
Yeah. It only rolls a 9, and it's gonna try and go ahead and kill you. So wait, no, the first one was a 9. Anyway, this one will be a 19.
Ooh, that does hit.
Okay. Prepare for the damage. So you initially take 6 piercing damage, followed by 14 poison damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Hey.
Yep. You're okay. You are not poisoned.
That did take out a total of 20 HP from my total though.
Yeah, no, these guys hit hard.
Gadget after letting the sort of chain wrap itself around one of his swords, he gets
He gets hit by the stinger.
ouch. $17.
Yep, that hits.
Alright. Gonna do another Octafusion of Dominance to make this one actually a spooky attack. Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, it was an nat 20, so it's not scared, but damn if it isn't a lot of damage. Need a couple more if you get.
It'd be a shame if I didn't have more attacks.
Yeah. What a pity.
That's 10 more slashing.
Yeah, it's down.
Alright. Just kind of like stab it, bring its face into me, and then use my kind of have my sword in position, and then just bring both weapons back and just sever its head.
Kyle immediately runs to Lowri. And just kind of call Nora, but Nora, you know your way around medicine, right?
Kind of bit of the opposite, but
come and help me. Says Kai.
Well, he's already there.
yeah, I already tried. I'm
Well, I
already
assume
trying to
we're
stabilize.
okay. I'll help, so you can have advantage on that.
Imagine Lowri dies and the last thing she remembers is getting a prank call from Human.
Like,
I mean, if the one more round and it was in that one away.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure we
actually,
all
no,
still
it's
have
not,
red
because
inspiration.
That's true. And I was thinking, even if you do, even if she did roll a nat 1, Kai could stop it from being a nat 1 by adding a d4. I've not got to use that ability yet, and it seems very handy.
Lowry's thing is to add her intelligence modifier to people saving throws, not a d4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure she can do that while unconscious.
Yep.
No, she can't. But Kai could have used his thing.
Alright, so are we trying to apply medicine together here?
Yeah.
Alright. That is...
Okay.
So with both me and Kai working together...
Yeah, you get advantage. And I assume you're going to be doing medicine because you're the one with the positive. Thank God that was advantage.
nice. That's
Stabilized, right?
Yes. Lowri is now stabilized.
No, I'm sorry you've been having such a bad time in D&D recently. This is 2 fights you just have to watch while making death saves.
characters are very weak. Just how I play D&D combat, it's fine.
Yeah, not
Hey,
nice.
if you feel any better, this was like the first 8 consecutive sessions of this campaign. I just had a character that was unconscious from the beginning, pretty much. But I feel your pain.
Thank you.
Okay. With that, you guys, well, you're stabilized, and after that, you figure you just need to sleep again.
Gadrin decides to stay up on watch this time.
You gonna pick up the extra shift?
Yep.
Alright.
Gadget's just like, I figure I should be at least be awake for the first part of something if it happens.
Yeah, would be helpful, yes.
Nor'll kind of look over at Kai.
yeah.
Well, don't forget, he's next.
Gadget.
I think,
Thanks for reminding me.
I think not you sly bastard, Kyle
Hey.
Grin.
If I remember correctly, I was the one that was going to be waking up Gadron, which means I would have been the third sleeping shift.
How far into this shift are we, Tom?
Not even a third.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, at this point, I think it would have been in the middle of, like, the second shift.
Oh, right. So it would technically be Kai's shift now.
Yeah.
But Gadron's taking the shift, so he kind of gets to
So
be
it's been
woken up.
swapped around.
Kai gets woken up by Gadron.
I think, okay, well, I think Kai kind of considers for a minute. I don't think I can avoid either being woken by you or waking you up, so just try not to kill me.
Yeah, of course not. What do you take me for?
I'll Kai will look at Gadron and then think better of answering that question.
Okay.
Good
So
luck, Gadron.
you guys head to bed. Gadron takes the first shift, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right,
Alright.
Oh man,
that was good.
that was such a whiplash from emotional moments to Nightmare Lady to Scary Dream, to Barnaby talking.
Yeah, there was a lot of emotions in this.
Yeah.
It was great.
Hey, if there's one thing that helps distract with emotions, it's being busy.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Well, next week.
Dark Forest.
Yeah, I will get you that character sheet, Spencer.
Thank
Which-
you.
God, I've got 3 characters to make.